rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land. True Media Boxing Radio with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, man? It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Boxing Radio. We are back. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Today a good Monday, man. Feeling real good, real excited. Got a project, man. We working on vigorously. You know, me and the team. Of course, I gotta do my part before they can move. So working on it very, very vigorously, man. Things are going very, very well. It's been slow. It's been kind of slow in boxing. I ain't really, you know, how about it's been kind of slow in boxing. We have been getting some fights. You know what I mean? You know, some lower tier fights. The lower tier fights are pretty much, that's what boxing is pretty much consist of. But, they don't really move the needle, boxing is top heavy. So, certain names really move the needle. And, in boxing, so to speak, from an excitement standpoint. And then someone like myself, I be so goddamn busy, man. I just don't have time to really do a whole lot of things, that I would like to do. But, at the end of the day, you got to get that money, man. My bread and butter, not boxing. So, you know what I mean? I'm a copywriter by trade. So, I got assignments I have to do and yada, 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 yada. So it is what it is. But anyways, I touched on this subject matter yesterday, and I said that my show today was going to be about this particular subject matter. So, this is pretty much my lane, you know what I mean, so to speak. Really, really good at this shit right here, especially this particular subject matter. I'll say it outside of boxing, just want to see what the people have to say. I'm going to drop the phone lines early, see what you guys have to say about it. It is what it is. Shout out to doggone man, Nelly Content. Nelly, what's going on, baby boy? Pito Fresco Bar, what's going on, fam?
True.
Yes, sir. Knockdown 305, Dade County's finest. Yes, sir. L. Harvey in the building. My sister, the lovely Lisa Bells. Jamie Rivera in the building. The lovely Miss Connie. How you doing, Miss Connie? She said, hey, Coach, nice cut. Yeah, I appreciate that, sis. Thank you so much, Miss Connie. The lovely Miss Connie in the building. As a matter of fact, man, let's go ahead and warm my Miss Connie up, man. The lovely Miss Connie in the building, man. Shout out to Odo Jones. Odo Jones, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Dantes in the building, the natural. Herbie Weaver in the building. You know what I mean? Shout out to Darnell Coleman. Shout out to GH in the building, the natural. Who else we have? Haynes Legacy in the building. Schoolo X-Man in the building. Let's see who else we have in the building, man. That's all I see so far. Brady 12, Dr. Mofongo, salute to you, my brother. And shout out to Otho Jones, salute, fam. Now let's go ahead and get into the show. Now, again, I touched on this yesterday. I did touch on it yesterday. We didn't have a lot of people here yesterday. Sundays we don't really draw no crowd on those Sundays. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, it is what it is. But I touched on this yesterday, right? And I wanted to see how the people felt. Now, I see this thing from two ways. I told you guys, I do come from a black nationalistic background. I come from the race hustle background, right? So I came up around some professional race hustlers, pretty much black Marxists, Marxism. That's my background. Karl Marx's theology and, and black nationalistic, way of thought, frame, mindset. I remember preachers and charlatans that I used to learn about when I was a child. What my mother used to tell me about. I remember people like Father Divine. I think Father Divine was out of I forgot what he was out of. Prophet Jones. Prophet Jones. I think Prophet Jones is out of Detroit. I'm just talking about charlatans and people who did those guys, and then you had the people who played the race hustle very, very well. The race hustle game very, very well. Very familiar with a lot of these guys. I have books on a lot of these guys I read and studied, so very familiar with a lot of these guys, right? But that's neither here nor there. 2023. Let's continue. Bill Haney exposes Ellie Seckbach. I'm going to try to refrain from calling him what I coined him as. He spreads fake news for profit and financial gain. Is he right? Now, I thought these was very, very choice words by the good brother Bill Haney, because he spoke about a guy who's on the social media or whatever spreading fake news for profit and financial gain. Okay, cool. Those are key. I want y'all to remember that. Spreading fake news for profit and financial gain. Let's continue. And a recent Instagram video, I think probably about 3 days ago of sort, Bill Haney recently called out meat riding Ellie Suck Ah Nigga Nutsack for being a culture vulture and causing division in the sport of boxing amongst black fighters. Now those are some very, very interesting choice of words. Yeah, Reverend Knight, man, I love Reverend Knight. Reverend Knight passed away in 2009, man. In a recent Instagram video, as I said before, Bill Haney recently called out Ellie Seckbach and called him out for being a culture vulture. Okay. And not only that, but causing division in the sport of boxing amongst black fighters. Now, that's very, 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 very interesting, though. That's very, very interesting. That's very interesting. Causing division amongst black fighters. Ellie Seckbach is doing that all by himself, huh? He's doing that. Okay, cool. I like to call Ellie the Vlad TV of boxing. When it comes to YouTube channels that cover the sport, this guy is not the worst, but he's one of the worst that I've seen. Dollar Bill said this: we have a fake reporter by the name of Ellie Suck Ah Nigga Nutsack reporting fake news. Now, to be fair, this is me saying this here. Now, to be fair, guys, most of these so-called reporters on YouTube and these YouTube channels, aerosexual YouTube channels, Wakanda Nigga YouTube channels, Shea Butter Laptop Revolutionary YouTube channels, most of these guys, 99% of them, ain't but 1% that's really not on that. But I'm saying the ones who've been around for a minute, quite a couple of these guys, most of these so-called reporters, laptop revolutionaries, Shea Butter gangsters, and what kind of nigga YouTube channels and aerosexual YouTube channels and, a lot of these other guys, you know what I mean? They report fake news and lie for financial gain. Especially the one group that Bill Haney is affiliated with. So when you say that, hey man, Ellie Suck Ah Nigga Nutsack, and you guys know I don't like Ellie Seckbach at all. Don't like him. Don't give two fucks about him. Don't care whether he's breathing or not breathing. But I say all that to say this, but to put that on him as causing division amongst black fighters in the sport of boxing, and forget all about the niggas that you are affiliated with, Bill Haney, is disingenuous at best. All of them have been compromised. Ellie Suck Ah Nigga Nutsack might be the worst, one of the worst, when it comes to ass kissing for access to fighters like Tank Davis. They love him. Errol Spence, he loves him more. The Charlos, they love him to death. Deontay Wilder, that's his boo thing. And Canelo Alvarez, yeah, Canelo loves him as well. And Shakur Stevenson, that's his dog. Yes, sir. True. And he gets the access, right? But those fighters are cool with that. Those black fighters, they love Ellie. They cool with that. And I don't think those black fighters or Mexican fighter that I just mentioned, see Ellie in that light. They don't look at him as, I'm pretty sure Tank Davis, Errol Spence, the Charlos, the Deontay Wilder, and Shakur Stevenson do not look at Ellie Seckbach as a culture vulture or someone who's causing dissension amongst black fighters. I'm pretty sure they don't look at Ellie that way. And I don't think Canelo look at him that way as well. And Robert Garcia in the list of others. But those fighters are cool with this guy, right? And he pays for the access to those fighters, sources say. Pays for the access. A lot of that goes on with a lot of these guys. They pay for access to get access to certain fighters with certain people in their camps. They do that. That goes on. And then you may have and it goes the other way around as well. It goes the other way around as well sometimes. You get what I'm saying? But no one looks at Ellie as a reporter because he's not. He's not a reporter. I don't look at him as a reporter. I don't think nobody in the chat look at him as a reporter. You know what I mean? He's a meat riding fanboy, that disguises himself as being an objective reporter. But he's not objective. He's subjective, and he's not a reporter. He's just a fan that has a camera that pay money to get access to certain fighters, and he's willing to do whatever it takes. You know what I mean? He'll suck them up, do whatever. Pay them, whatever goes, and he kisses their ass and he do a good job at it. I mean, that's just the reality of the situation. And these fighters love him because he strokes their ego and make them feel good. That's just the reality of the situation. You get what I'm saying? Bill Haney said that Ellie is a culture vulture. And he's pitting young African-American fighters against each other for financial gain. He's profiting off of this division. Very similar to what Vlad TV does, right? Bill Haney feels that Ellie is creating dissension and division with a microphone. Bill said that instead of asking fighters the tough questions, Ellie would rather pander to the fighter's ego for access for his mouthpiece and round brown. That's what I added in there. He doesn't ask the fighters to swear. I just translated what he said in layman's terms. He don't ask the fighters the tough questions and this and that, and he's causing dissension and profiting off of division. I want y'all to listen to these key words. Profiting off of division, that's one. Let's write this down. Classes in session today. Phone lines will be open. Profiting off of division. That's very interesting. Good choice words. Culture vulture. Okay. Classes in session. Let's see what other keywords we have in here. What are the keywords we have in here? Causing dissension amongst black fighters. Okay. This is too easy. Causing dissension amongst black fighters. Oh, and of course, I do have the receipts. Of course, I have the receipts. I will be playing it amongst black fighters. All right, let's continue. Pitting African American fighters against each other. Okay. He's pitting them against each other. That does cover dissension amongst black fighters, but pitting blacks against each other. That's interesting too. Black fighters against each other. Wow. Ellie doing all of that, huh? Ellie Seckbach doing all of that, according to Bill Haney. Let's see. And Bill says he does all of this just to get an interview. Just to get an interview for clicks and views, right? Matter of fact, he didn't say that. That's what I'm saying. Because if you're profiting off of it from a YouTube standpoint, then how you make money on YouTube is all about clicks and views. So however many people click your video, however many views you have, I think you get like $7 or $7 or more dollars, probably about $7.5, anywhere from $7 to $7.5 AdSense every time a commercial is played in a video or whatever. It is what it is. That's pretty much what it is. And then out of so many people who click on your stuff, come to your channel, your channel will eventually grow over time. More people will start subscribing over time and stuff like that. That's pretty much the game in a nutshell. I can go a little bit more deeper than that, but I'm just saying this for the sake of conversation, right? For example purposes, teaching moments, right? And he does all this for clicks and views. Now I take my hat off to Ellie. All jokes aside, this strategy has worked to perfection. But I can't put all of this, what Bill Haney is saying, on Ellie. What do I mean by that? The black and brown fighters openly don't like each other, especially the black fighters, right? And the black YouTube channels that Bill Haney supports, do the exact same thing that Bill is accusing Ellie, i.e. the Alphabet Boys. You know, as a matter of fact, they're doing the exact same thing that he's accusing Ellie Seckbach of doing. The same group of jigaboos, yes, I said jigaboos, the same group of jigaboos that Bill Haney is affiliated with do the exact same thing that he's accusing Ellie of doing. True. This group go out of their way to destroy certain black and brown fighters in the name of so-called black power. True. They call black fighters coons, top-ranked Tobies, slaves, Uncle Toms, which they don't even know what Uncle Tom is, but they probably talking about the Hollywood version of Uncle Tom. That name, Uncle Tom, was Josiah Henson. They don't know who Josiah Henson is, but I get what they're saying though, right? You know what I mean? These jigaboo YouTube channels who Bill Haney is very, very close with, associate with, these jigaboos go out of their way to defecate and destroy the reputation of certain black fighters who won't give them interviews. They'll talk about black fighters' families in the name of Wakanda. True. So forgive me, Mr. Bill Haney, if I look at your special service announcement as disingenuous. You can't ignore the fact that the group that you are a part of and affiliated with exploits its own culture in the name of black, in the name of being black for profit, clicks, and views. True. These are the facts. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know it's a whole lot of jigaboo YouTube channels out there that all they do is attack the other black fighters, and then they cause dissension, and they be threatening people and saying they're gonna do this and do that. I mean, all of them are soft. None of them have done anything. I don't go around threatening motherfuckers online, talking about I'm gonna do A, B, C, and D. I receive the threats, but I handle them very easily. But I'm just saying though, it's a whole lot of them. It's quite a few of them jigaboo YouTube channels that Bill Haney fuck with. These niggas is jigaboos for real, right? I call them shea butter gangsters. Shea butter laptop revolutionaries. So you're affiliated with the jigaboos, but you mad at the white boy. True. Now, we know what this is about. I'm finna tell y'all what this is about. This is about Devin Haney. This is about Bill Haney maybe somehow feeling slighted that Ellie Seckbach, because Ellie Seckbach, suck a nigga nutsack, is close to Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur and Devin Haney's fan base are beefing with each other. These are the facts. And then Ellie is close to Gervonta Tank Davis. And Haney's fans and Bill and them are beefing with Tank Davis and his fans. So that's what this is all about. This ain't got nothing to do with Ellie. This is fake outrage. This is about, man, that motherfucker he got close relationship with the motherfuckers who we be tearing down in the public. True. There's a million videos out there of you niggas doing the exact same shit, causing dissension amongst black fighters. That's all y'all do. Y'all were just shitting on Shakur just yesterday. And the day before that, he was shitting on y'all. That's what y'all do. Y'all can't put that on Y'all can't put that on Ellie. And then, listen, this is coming from a guy who don't even like Ellie. I don't like the white boy. Fuck him. I don't give a damn. I don't care nothing about him. To be honest with you. I'm just being honest with you, right? But the reality of the situation is this. To sit back and say he's causing dissension while ignoring the dissension that you call damn near every time you come on social media. True. And this is why coaches don't get the interviews. See, I can't be bought. I don't give a fuck because I got my own money. When you got your own money, you don't worry about what another nigga got. I'm too busy driving. I'm the captain of my own ship. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm gonna call it the way I see it though. I don't give a fuck about none of them, to be honest with you. Just throwing it out there. And again, I ain't got nothing against Bill. I like Bill. I think Bill Haney is a very nice guy. He's very funny. He's always showed me the most respect. The 2 times that he came on this show, spoke to him on the phone. He's a really, really, I call Bill Haney the politician. He's a politician. He does great things for his son, his children, great father. I have nothing bad to say about him. But I do have to point out the hypocrisy. All the other stuff, I ain't got nothing to say. What you do with your son, great father, none of that. But I know everybody's going to ignore that. Ignore that I said that and try to make it seem like I'm attacking Bill, and I'm not attacking Bill. If I was attacking him, I'd just come out and say I'm attacking him. It ain't like it's shit anybody can do about it any motherfucking ways. What you gonna do, unsubscribe and leave? I don't give a fuck, I'll replace you. But this is not an attack on Bill. This is pointing out the double standards. This is pointing out the hypocrisy. And I look at this as fake outrage myself. So anyways, so what if Ellie Suck Ah Nigga Nutsack is causing dissension amongst black fighters and profiting from it? Let's say he is doing that, right? He ain't doing no more than what the local jigaboo boxing community, better known as the SLDBC, the slow learner disability boxing community, he ain't doing no more than what they are doing every day when they attack other black fighters for financial profit and financial gain. True. Every time a nigga come out and say, I drop a I Hate Terrence Crawford video, a nigga, a jigaboo, isn't that jigaboo profiting off of, isn't that jigaboo dropping that video for profit and financial gain? I'm just saying, right? Isn't that what that jigaboo doing? I see these niggas tear down other black fighters all the time. I see some of these niggas be having, I don't see them no anymore, but they used to be having 8, 9, 10, 11-hour lives. That's what jigaboos do. You can't associate with the jigaboo who tear down black fighters, ignore that, and then put it all on the punk ass white boy. True. Yeah, I'm gonna piss some people off today. Again, I told you guys, man, I got black boxing fans that say that don't like me. I got white boxing fans that don't like me. I got Hispanic boxing fans that don't like me. Got some Asians don't like me. Guess what? Coach gives 2 fucks. I don't give a fuck. I offend everybody. True. I don't give a damn. I swear to God, I don't. Somebody got to tell it. Somebody got to tell it. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I'm committed to, you know what I mean? And this is what I say, right? This is what I'm saying, right? Like these jigaboos, this all these niggas do. You can't affiliate with the jigaboos and then ignore exactly what they be doing, tearing down other black fighters. And then put it all on the white boy, who I don't even like. I don't even like Ellie. It's a known fact. I don't like that motherfucker at all. But guess what? I ain't gonna lie on the man. I look at this as disingenuous by my brother Bill Haney. That's all. I ain't got no issues with the brother, but what you said, that's disingenuous. You can't roll with a pack of jigaboos and fuck niggas online and don't check the fuck niggas and jigaboos for doing fuck nigga and jigaboo shit. But then want to put it all on the white boy because he don't say favorable things to your son. Because that's what this is all about. This ain't got nothing to do with you feel like, no, man, he exploiting our culture. You don't give a fuck about no culture. This ain't about, oh, man, he pinned black fighters against each other. You don't give a fuck about that. That's what you do and them jigaboos you roll with do. Depending on what side of the fence that you wake up on. Some days, Bill will come up and talk. He'll be on the Black Power movement. Power to the people. Support our brothers and sisters. And then the next day you see him in another interview, he's shitting on other black fighters and defecating on their name. True. So you sending mixed messages is disingenuous. We don't believe you. Again, if Ellie is doing that, he's doing no more than what the local jigaboo boxing community, better known as the SLDBC, are doing every day when they attack other black fighters for profit and financial gain. So I'm committed to attacking myself. I'm committed to attacking and destroying the local jigaboo boxing community every day until I get tired of it. If it's okay for the jigs to attack blacks in the name of black, then guess what? Then I'll do the goddamn same thing. Miss me with that selective outrage bullshit. If it's cool when they do it, then it should be cool when I do it. Let the games begin. True. I'm gonna drop the phone lines and want to ask you guys a question. Does Bill Haney have a point about the Ellie Suck Ah Nigga nutsack? Does he have a point that, hey man, he's spreading fake news and he's causing dissension amongst the ranks of black fighters for financial gain? Is he right about that? Or is this just a case of selective outrage over something that's really about nothing? Hate, like, share, subscribe. Let's give everybody a round of applause. True, true, true. Yeah, man, somebody gotta say it, man. Somebody gotta say it. I gotta call it the way it is. Again, I ain't got no friends on this shit, dog. I don't. I ain't got no friends on this shit at all, dog. I swear to God, I ain't got none, dog. Like my nigga, I got some old friends I've been knowing for a long, long time. Other than that, the YouTube shit, I gotta call it the way I see it, dog. I gotta call it the way I see it, and I say that respectfully. True, true, true. I got, you know, when y'all hear that, I say that respectfully. That actually came from Hassan Campbell. I used to watch Hassan Campbell a lot, and that's what he said. That's his word, and I say this respectfully. You know what I mean? Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Hey, that what he say, and I say to him, he'll say some disrespectful shit, and then say I say it respectfully. I mean, that's sarcasm. That's sarcasm within itself. Shout out to Drew for dropping that $2 super chat. He said fresh coach. He said fresh cut. He said careful. Or he said careful though they have shooters. Child, please. I ain't worried about them nigga shooters. They better go get some more. Shout out to Mr. Lemons for being a member for 8 months. Child, please. You know, child. Anyway, child, please. Anyways, let's go again into the show. But before we do, we gotta say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. You know what I mean? The kind of niggas in the Jigaboos' favorite leader, Mr. Al Haney.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Gigolo, gigolo, jiggalad. Shout out to Jesus. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What it say, fam? He say, Coach, this Arrow fans will call me racist for going for Crawford. I stopped talking about boxing in barbershops. They so emotional. I'm from Texas. Bro, let me tell you something. I don't want to talk bad about Texas, but what is it about these Texas dudes on social media? These Texas dudes on social media, not all of them. I don't want nobody coming at, oh man, the nigga attacking Texas. I'm not attacking Texas. I have 2 daughters live in Texas now. Both of them, one daughter used to live in San Diego. Now she moved to Texas with my other daughter lives in, my daughter lives in Dallas, actually. Both of them live in Dallas. So listen, bro. The threats that I get from crazy, bro. No, nigga, sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take what I give you. You better not come to the fight. I got shooters. You know, like, bro, listen, bro. So this is hilarious to me. Shout out to get these hands. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Get these hands. So he said, Coach, I got love for you, bro. Watch yourself from these Wakanda assassins. Man, ain't nobody think about these niggas. These niggas ain't doing that. True. Man, listen, man. Listen, YouTube boxing is the safest place on the planet. It's the safest place on the planet, trust me.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Let me go ahead and get ready to drop these phone lines, man. I'm gonna drop these phone lines, man. But before we do, shout out to shout out to my dog, Dr. Umar Johnson, that revolutionary spirit. If you feeling the revolutionary spirit like my brother, Dr. Umar Johnson, go ahead and talk to him, brother.
You need a testosterone injection. Your estrogen is getting the best of you, my brother. You need a testosterone injection. Your estrogen is getting the best of you, my brother. You are part of the estrogen-based anti-masculinity movement. Stop worrying about me with no shirt on. You are part of the estrogen-based anti-black masculinity movement. I just came from the beach in St. Croix. I took a dip with the ancestors. Is that all right with you, Negropean? I just took a dip with the ancestors. Is that all right with you, Negropean? I just took a dip with the ancestors in the ocean of St. Croix. Is that all right with you? Stop worrying about me and no shirt. Somebody get that brother some testosterone. Somebody get that brother some testosterone. His estrogen levels are a bit too high.
You know, some of these dudes' estrogen levels are just a little bit too high. The estrogen, I mean, just a little bit. I don't want to say much, but just a little bit. Some of these dudes' estrogen levels are just a little bit too high.
True.
And, you know, and again, I have to call it, I got to call it the way I see it. I'm going to call it right down the middle, right? And this what happened when you don't pander, you know, you don't pander to no particular group, because I give a damn about the groups. None of the groups like me. The Mexicans don't like me. The blacks don't like me. The whites don't like me. The Asians don't like me. So apparently, you know, I must be doing something right.
True.
I don't give a damn. I swear, I don't give a damn. I'm going to call it the way I see it. I know, but all jokes aside, I think it's fake outrage. Again, guys, you guys know I don't like Ellie Seckbach, but I can't put this on him. I can't sit back and say, you know what, I respect Bill Haney's opinion, but at the end of the day, I think the opinion is just so disingenuous, especially when you have videos of you, you know, along with the Alphabet Boys, y'all attacking other black fighters and Shakurs and maybe the Tanks, and then of course the Shakurs and the Tank fans are attacking y'all as well, and you know, you're on different platforms, and you know, so one minute you power to the people, the next minute you gangster, one minute you Huey P. Newton, H. Rap Brown, you know, we got to get together as brothers, and the next minute we're attacking the brothers. So I mean, I'm confused.
True.
I'm confused. Shout out to my sister Food Revolution in the building. Shout out to L. Harvey. Shout out to my sister Goddess. Shout out to Mimi24, F Society, Knockdown 305, Thinker Stink, Frank Forbes. Shout out to Marlon Warren. Salute to you, fam. Sequoia, salute. JC in the building. Fast Car Eddie. GH in the building. Mars, Brady 12 in the building. Get These Hands. The Natural is in the building. Damian Bennett is in the building as well. Schoolo X-Man, Corey Bradley, and L. Harvey in the building. And let's get ready to get into the show. You know, I'm gonna drop the phone lines early, man. I'm not gonna keep y'all waiting. I'm not gonna keep y'all waiting, man. Let me drop these phone lines. You know, I would like to get the likes up though. Y'all gotta help me get the likes up. I need to get the likes over 200. So we got 161 likes. We got over 400 people in here. I need to get the likes. I need like 39 more likes. I got to get, you know, the goal is over 300 today. So we got like 140 more likes to get, but I got to get the likes up. But anyways, y'all know what time it TI is, man. I don't worry about the cream corns from the Shea Butter boxing community. The jigaboos, we don't worry about the jigaboo.
Yep, that's right. I'm running things. Cream corn. That's why they call me that. Smooth. I got more measure for your pleasure. Stick with me, baby. I'll have you farting through silk. And let a nigga mess with me. I'll jump on him. All 93 pounds of pure dynamite.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. We got to call it the way we see it, man. You know, let's get ready to get into this show. I kind of, there's some other stuff I want to look at too, man. Some other fights I want to look at, other fighters that's out there boxing. You know, I was looking at that boy, Raymond Muratala, looking at him. You know, that kid looking okay right now. I don't want to hype him up too much because we'll see. I was also checking out a fight not too long ago, man, from a main man, Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler. I think once he became the undisputed middleweight champion of the world, you know, after he beat, who the dude was? Was that Vito he beat? No, that wasn't Vito. Who I forgot who the brother was he beat in the UK. They was throwing bottles and everything at him. Hagler became undisputed. They throwing bottles at him in the UK. Nah, nigga, fuck that nigga. Get that nigga out of here. They were bad in the motherfucker. Made buddy. Was that Vito? I think that was Vito, right? Y'all gonna have me look up my main man Hagler. Y'all know I love Hagler. That's my guy. Oh, that was Mentor. That's who it was. Hey, shout out to Breaking Beats Around. That was Mentor. I'm thinking about Vito, but that was Mentor. You're right, that was Mentor. I forgot his name. Yeah, I remember. Beats. I remember they were throwing bottles at my dog. His trainers had to get around him, right, and cover him up, and they had to escort Hagler. They had to escort Hagler out of the stadium, man.
True.
Man, look here, man. Hey, look here. My motherfucking dog. Hey, listen. You know what everybody? Hey, now we do know that was before Bernard Hopkins. Now B-Hop, not to be outdone by Hagler. B-Hop actually went in the heart of Puerto Rico, surrounded by Puerto Ricans, surrounded by Puerto Ricans. He snatched a flag out of Trinidad's hand, threw it down, and stepped on it.
True.
Hey, listen. Now this wasn't after the fight. This before the fight, bruh. When B Hop threw that flag down, I saw Don King's head go down like this. Doggone Tito Trinidad head looked down at the ground. He had a look of disbelief on his face. He like, and then he looked back up. And Bernard Hawkins was pointing his finger at Trinidad. And Don, Don King had a look on his face like, my nigga, you done fucked up. And then Tito had no look to his left. And it was like, man, y'all see what he did? And next thing I know, but B Hop was getting out of there. B Hop was like, nigga, I got to clear, nigga. We got to clear. Hey, B Hop, boy, let me tell you something, boy. That nigga B Hop fast.
True.
But he fast, dog. He fast. I give you that. He fast. Now, anyway, before we get into the show, y'all know what time it is. Let's go ahead, man. And anybody hate watching the show, don't want to hit the like button, Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Hey, Raphael, so he said, why Coach looking like Dr. Umar Johnson? Dr. Umar, you get what I'm saying? Hey, Raphael, that's my brother, man, Dr. Umar, man. Now, this an old haircut, though. This shit here, this an old haircut, to be honest with you. This old school, to be fair. But yeah, you gotta, I don't know what year you was born, but you gotta go back to you probably gotta go back to the early 90s. Go back to the early 90s, fam. But we gonna go ahead and get to the show, man. Let's go ahead and let's go to a short station identification break. After we go to a short station identification break, we gonna come right back and go right at it. And I'm gonna drop the phone lines. Everybody can call in.
About you. And ever since that first night, it seems like I've been going crazy about you.
Mint green chrome in the butt, burnt orange 550. Say the pinky ring pimp, give love pussy. Seafood, big pool, make your girl look. Backwoods, big grill, watch the chef cook. Talk slow, big smoke in the moonlight. Knock your doors down, shout it till your mind right. East Point, Fulton County, where a nigga from. Got love.
Phone lines over, man. 530-494-9636. Finna get ready to drop these phone lines. We are fixing to get ready to drop these phone lines. Do you guys think that Bill Haney has a point as it relates to Ellie Suck Ah Nigga Nutsack? Or do you feel that he's being disingenuous while ignoring the fact that the black content creators, me being one of them, as well as the black fighters, they go out of their way to tear each other down every day. That ain't got nothing to do with Ellie. And this ain't no defense of Ellie. Again, I don't like the guy. Fuck him. I don't care nothing about whether he's alive or breathing. To be fair, I think he's a shit eater myself, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie on the man, put everything on him when it's not.
You wanna talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. We're going to talk about some of these fighters, too. I want to talk about some of these fighters that's out there as well. Carl, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, this is Mason from Flint, Michigan.
Mason from Flint. Talk to me, fam.
Yeah, man, like you said, bro, he only on Ellie bumper because he ain't praising and speaking highly on Dad.
Yeah.
And that's some bullshit because, like you say, them motherfuckers do the same thing on their own little channels, pushing their own little narratives, and that shit is actually fake as fuck, if you ask me, because everybody's not gonna, bow down to your son. Devin is the most disrespected, undisputed champion in the history of fucking boxing.
Mm-hmm.
People like Bill Haney more than they like Devin Haney. And that's just the bottom line to it, bro. But yeah, you got a point, man. He's just doing that shit because he ain't kissing Dev's ass. That's all I got to say, Coach.
All right, shout out to Mason, man. Salute, fam.
Mom.
Yeah, man. Hold on, guys. We got some more calls coming in. This is Stu. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
James Lee, Coach. How you doing, my guy?
James Lee, talk to me, fam.
Hey, man. I think Bill on some bullshit. And Bill only mad because Ellie don't promote his son like the rest of his pilot channels promote his son, man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You think it's disingenuous?
Bill, yeah, man. His pilot channels do the same thing to the other athletes. Yeah, so it ain't what's the difference?
Yeah.
It is looking for a helpful hand, and he ain't doing nothing but promoting his son by going out doing that because he know Ellie Seckbach got a big platform. And no, I don't like everything Ellie Seckbach say on his platform because he do some stuff that you would consider shaky. But Bill only speaking out because Ellie don't follow his son. That's all.
Yeah. I have the overall kind of like very similar consensus that you have. I'm like, for me, it's disingenuous. Again, James, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like Ellie Seckbach at all, but I'm not gonna lie on the man. I think that it's disingenuous. You get what I'm saying? Like, especially when you see other black, like I said, you got these other black jigaboo channels that you follow, that you form a partnership with. That's all them niggas do. That's all them niggas do. So, to sit back and say Ellie is causing dissension amongst black fighters when black fighters shit on each other every day on Twitter, and then the black quote unquote so-called reporters do the exact same thing in the name of certain fighters. And a lot of them dudes ain't even getting paid a dime for it. You get what I'm saying? So for me, it's disingenuous. Myself. So hold on, guys. We got another call. I wanted to talk, but we got another call calling in. Hold on, guys. I'm calling. What's your name when you're calling from?
What's up, Coach? M1 from the BX.
M1 from the BX. Talk to me, fam.
What's up, yo? You had me rolling with that. I forgot about that Bernard Hopkins shit. I'm Puerto Rican, and I was scared for that motherfucker that day. I was like, they gonna kill him.
They're finna kill B-Hop, boy. That motherfucker gonna die that day, boy.
Yo, I had told you before that they was gonna chop up Madonna because she fucking rubbed the flag around her pussy one time. They were gonna kill her. They was gonna stone her. But, yeah, man, Bill's on some bullshit, man. He tight because that shit ain't really flying, man, with the Devin and Shakur shit because of the money situation, man. Who the fuck was going to pay that money, man? Who's going to pay that money to Shakur? And plus, Shakur's on the contract with Top Rank. So how is it that Bill Haney or Devin Haney was gonna pay him when they can't do nothing without Bob? So that shit ain't flying. I guess all that shit is getting to him, man. Yeah, Ellie's.
Now go ahead.
Yeah. Ellie, yeah, motherfucker. I don't know how. Because Ellie really started with trying to interview fucking basketball players and all that shit, but they was not giving him no play. And that's when he came into boxing and shit. And that nigga just asked some stupid ass questions.
All right, well, shout out to M1 from the BX, man. Salute, fam. It is what it is. I respect the man's hustle. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do in order to get to where you're trying to go. You know, so everybody have different paths they go down. I respect the man's hustle. I just point out the double standards and hypocrisy. And I want you guys to understand something. For a lot of you guys may not know this, but do you guys know why I started my YouTube channel? I started listen, this channel right here was going to be about race, religion, and politics, because that's the background that I come from. My channel was going to be about race, religion, and politics, right? But one day I was watching, and I used to watch all of the different boxing content creators, Dante's Boxing Nation. I'm talking about 2014, 2015, 2016, the Boxing Boys, Blue Blood Sports TV. I think there was only 3 I used to watch. T Street. I used to watch T Street back in the day. I used to watch Carcino when Carcino was covering boxing. So, I never in a million years I thought that I would be a content creator. Like, never in a million years. Me content creating, talking about boxing, never in a million years I thought I'd be talking about this. Even though I've been talking about boxing all my life in the streets. All of my friends know that. I'm passionate about the sport. This is all I talk about. But I never thought in a million years that I would start a YouTube channel. So, to give you guys a backstory, I started my channel one day. I was watching an interview on Fred Barbershop Conversations. And they had this jigaboo on this channel. He's a meter maid. He writes parking tickets for a living by the name of Officer Drew Type, right? And this nigga is supposed to be the tough guy, the enforcer of the Alphabet Boys. Only problem is, nigga ain't done that to nobody since he been on YouTube. He ain't pulled up on nobody. Don't nobody see this nigga nowhere. And if he saw somebody, he ain't gonna do a goddamn thing.
True.
Like, that shit soft cutting coochie over there. I can tell you that right now. That shit is soft. That shit hospital cotton soft. Cotton candy with water on top of it soft. You get what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you, right? All that shit over there, alphabet, all that shit pie. Straight pie, cunt coochie. Anyways, so what happened was there was a black man on there by the name of Sugar Hill Stewart. And Sugar Hill Stewart, this is the shit I'm talking about. Sugar Hill Stewart was on there being interrogated, Sugar Hill Stewart is a former police officer, but he was being interrogated by a nigga who write parking tickets in New York.
True.
The meter maid. The meter maid. Okay, hold on, wait a minute now. They got 2 more minutes now. They got 2 more minutes for that meter go on. If they ain't back in 2 minutes, putting some more change, and put some more money in that parking meter, I'm going to write the ticket. Oh, goddamn, 2 minutes now. They ain't came back yet. All right, wait a minute. Okay, damn, okay. 2 minutes past the 2 minutes that I gave them. Bam, okay, hold on. Yeah, I got your bitch ass right now. Hey, man. Hey, wait a minute, man. Hey, I'm only a couple of minutes late, man. I'm here to get my car. No, dog, should have thought about that, dog. I was sitting right here waiting on you. You can't, as a matter of fact, my job is very important in New York. I make sure that the city get money. How you think we gonna get money? You left your car, you were parked here too long, and I'm finna write your punk ass a ticket. This gonna be a $500 ticket. $500 ticket? Wait a minute, man. Me being 2 minutes late, that's just a $50 fine, a $50 ticket. Well, it's gonna be $500 because you're talking back.
True.
That nigga, the meter maid. The meter maid. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, this whole ass nigga was on Fred Barbershop Conversations, and he told Sugar Hill that he was so mad that Deontay Wilder got his ass whooped by Tyson Fury, right? That he said, you know what? God damn it. And that he started talking about the first fight, and his gloves was flapping in the first fight. Did you see that fight film? Sugar Hill was like, nah, I wasn't training him then. Okay, when you was training him, did you notice something funny with his gloves? Man, JD's was right there in the locker room watching Fury get his hands wrapped. So, and the commission was right there. And so if there was any funny business going on, I'm pretty sure that JD's would have noticed and said something immediately. Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. But where did he get all of this power from? You know what? I was so mad at you that I said, God damn it, I hope that nigga burn up in a car fire.
True.
I was like, damn, you hope the black man burn up in a car fire? Like, damn, hold on, man. Hold on. Now, you're going too far. You want the man to die? Like, no, listen, not Tyson Fury. He want the black man to die. Sugar Hill, I hope the black man get burned up in a car fire.
True.
So I said, you know what, man? Let me go ahead, man. And let me go ahead and just start me a channel because my mentor, I told you I got a mentor, right? And my mentor was like, man, you just need to just start you a channel, man. So I said, I'm gonna start something about race, religion, and politics. He said, all right, man, that's what you want to do, so be it. But then I saw that video. That was the end of December 2020. I said, you know what, man, I'm gonna start me a channel, man. Just start talking about boxing. And lo and behold, I am here. Anyways, what did say Thugger D? He said I gotta watch that Muratala fight and see what the hype is all about. Yeah, man, I didn't see any of the fights. I didn't see any of the fights Saturday this past weekend. Thing indeed, to be honest with you, so I didn't get a chance to see them. I was very, very busy, man. I'm trying to finish the script, but I'm trying. I got so much shit going on right now, dog. You know, I got so much shit going on right now, man. I'm trying to prioritize certain things, so I didn't get a chance. You know, I didn't get a chance to see it. But the kid, like they say, the kid got the goods. I've seen him fight before, several fights, probably like 3 fights. He's a pretty good fighter. Some people feel that he's ready for any of the top guys right now, and I hope he get those fights. I really do. I hope he get those fights. He's over there with top rank, so he should be able to get those fights with Shakur. He should be able to get the Teofimo Lopez fight if he was to move up to 140. So, you know, from what I'm hearing, Robert Garcia fighter, this kid has a lot going for himself. It has a lot going for himself. And now this is the thing, right? I'm gonna pivot a little bit. You know, over there in the lightweight division, like I remember Hagler fought this guy by the name of the Venezuelan Animal. The Venezuelan Animal, right? And I think once he beat Mentor and became undisputed, I think this guy was the next fight. This was the next fight that he had, or maybe a couple of fights later, right? And this guy was a motherfucker. You know what I mean? He's from I think he's from Venezuela. I think the guy's from Venezuela. What's his name? Obel Mejas or something like that. Obel Mejas or something of that sort. But this guy was big. This guy was probably like 6'1", 6'1", 6'2", somewhere up in there. Big middleweight. And Hagler kind of like questioned, how did this guy get in the rankings? Like, how did he, I mean, he was in the rankings, but how did he get to be, why I got to fight him next? Because there's other dudes, because this is what Hagler was upset about. Hagler was upset at the fact that, hey man, I had to fight everybody. I couldn't skip lines. I couldn't skip the line. I had to fight everybody in order to get my shot. And then when I got robbed against Vito, I came back and stopped Mentor in the UK and got my belt. So I had to fight everybody. I think Hagler had he got a shot at the title on his 50th professional fight, and I think his 53rd or 54th fight, he had to fight this guy, right? And this guy was knocking out everybody. I think it's from Venezuela. And I want to say his go-to punch was the left hook. I think the right cross left hook combo, I want to say his right cross left hook combo was his go-to punch. He used to knock a lot of people out with that left hook. Hagler stopped him, though. Hagler stopped him in like the 8th round. Hagler went at him. Picked up the pace on him, you know, keeping his head off the line, yada, 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 right? Hagler went at him. So I'm saying all that to say this. Because the 135 so stacked, well, could be right now. We know Devin moved up and Ryan Garcia been moved up. So anyways, but I'm saying that young crop that's coming up right now, you know, a lot of them over there at top rank. So, you know, if Shakur stay over there, he got a whole line of guys he gonna have to fight. If he stay over there. Now you fighting doggone Evan De Los Santos. That ain't no walk in the park. And then you're going to have them other killers over there, them other guys over there, them young guys you got to fight. And it's a rough road that he's going to have to go down because just like Hagler had to go down a rough road. Like every fight meant something. Every fight meant something. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Buckle Up Boxing Talk. Every fight meant something. So, you know, you don't have the Tank Davis privilege. You get what I'm saying? And again, this is a new era. The criteria is different, but for me, it's still the same. It's not different for me. For me, it's still the same. Now, this kid, what the kid name? Muratala. I forgot his Raymond. Yeah, Raymond. This kid Raymond. They're saying that he is that guy. And I heard Robert Garcia saying that, yeah, man, he's ready for the other top guys and this and that and yada, 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 yada. And I just like to see, okay, if this guy's ready, y'all say he's ready, put him in there with the top guys. Put him in there with the Tank Davis, but we know he ain't going to get that fight. So when I talk about 135, I don't like mentioning Tank. I don't like mentioning him because, Carla, hold on. I don't like mentioning him because we know ain't none of those fights going to happen. Let's just be honest, right? So I like to exclude him. He's kind of like on his own island doing his own thing, just like Booger Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather and them said. But the other guys, they're going to have to fight each other for the money and the glory to see who's who and what's what. You get what I'm saying? That's how this goes. Carla, what's your name when you calling from?
This is JD calling from Detroit. JD
from Detroit. Talk to me, fam.
Listen, I'm just calling really, Coach. I love your show, first of all. I'm old school out there from Detroit. And I listen to you all the time, and I love everything you're saying. I want to just deviate a little bit because I want to ask you, who is singing that song, man, that comes on during your break?
Oh,
it starts off real smooth and mellow.
Oh no, my cousin made that beat for me. He's a part of a production. He's a part of a production company, a team. It's him and two more guys. They down in Miami, man, and he got a whole bunch of beats, whole bunch of tracks, and they be like getting placement for songs.
Man.
And he played it. He played it for me. I heard it. I said, man, what you doing with that? He said, we ain't really doing that with it, man. He made it himself. He said, I ain't really doing that with it. I said, man, let me buy it from you. So I gave him like $400 for it. And I gave him like $400 for it. I said, I'm gonna use it for my intro. I'm probably gonna find a really, really good singer and get her to sing something for me.
I can sing. Listen, the reason why I'm asking, I sing, and you was talking last week early when you was talking about, man, I'll be listening to a lot of these rap songs. I don't understand what they saying, but sometimes that beat, man, that frequency will get you. So that's what I'm grooving on, man. I stood up and said, man, who is that doing that? And I automatically just started blowing on it,
Yeah.
I said, man, that is nice, though. That's real nice, man.
Yeah, man.
I just wanted to tell you that, Coach, and you keep on doing it. Keep on doing it, baby.
All right, shout out to JD. Shout out to JD, man, from Detroit, man. You know what? You being from Detroit, I was one of the ministers who helped train me when I was coming up in the nation. There's a brother by the name of Norman Muhammad. His birth name is Norman Thrasher. Norman Thrasher, but Norman Muhammad, man, this was a smooth brother. Brother taught me the gator game, the suit game, what type of suits to buy, where to get the gators from. Them Detroit players, when we come to Saviors Day in Chicago, them dudes had mink coats on, them dudes had gators, them dudes.
That's right.
Yeah, so yeah, absolutely, fam. Hey, but
okay, baby, I'll get ready to holler. What up, though? That's right.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
but okay.
Man. Yeah, them dudes out of Detroit, boy. Hey, them dudes out of Detroit and Chicago. Them Detroit players and them Chicago players, bro, the suit game, I'm like, these niggas got mink coats on. Niggas, hey, it's 28 degrees outside. These niggas got mink coats on, doggone chinchilla, they got gloves, I think with rabbit fur, and I think they chinchilla. Well, the gloves they had, doggone. I saw this one dude. I saw this one brother. He said, yeah, man, his gloves was made out of rabbit. He had rabbit fur for gloves. God, these niggas up here, boy. You get what I'm saying? I learned. Listen, bro. Them brothers put me on. They were older brothers too. Like these dudes was old, man. They was old in. They were born in the 30s. Some of them was, but they was born in the 30s. Absolutely. Shout out to Walt. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime is over, boy.
He said, I remember that interview with that clown. He said it was so cringe. Yeah, it was very cringe. It was very cringe. Hey, what did say, L. Harvey? He said, they don't play about fashion in Detroit. Facts. Hey, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Them Detroit players. Listen, I ain't trying to pivot off the Boston a little bit, but let me tell you something. Boy, them Detroit players, man, shit, them niggas out of Detroit, them niggas out of the Chi. Bro, hey, listen, when I used to go to Saviors Day was like a fashion show.
True.
Saviors Day was a fashion show. God damn, them niggas, I ain't finna let them niggas outdress me, boy. Like, but hold on. Shit, a nigga spending about $3,000. Dude spend about $3,000 on his outfit, on his suit, his shoes. You gonna wear gators, gator flats or boots. You gonna wear ostrich, gators, ostrich. Stacey Adams, of course. Stacey Adams is always the go-to shoe. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with Stacey Adams. You can't go wrong with Stacey's. Yeah, man. Yeah, them brothers taught me the game. Gators, ostrich. We used to eat at a salon restaurant. These niggas come. I'm like, God damn, boy, that brother here, man, these brothers here, man, them dudes don't even play, boy.
True.
Them dudes out of New York was sharp too. Hey, but what you say, Jose? You say Hagler and Mentor was a statement for Hagler. Yeah, absolutely. It was a statement for Hagler. It was definitely a statement fight for Hagler. You know, Hagler had to get it the hard way. And this is the thing, right? And this is why I say the reason why I can't compare a lot of today's fighters to that era, to the Hagler era, because they don't have to go through the things that those Haglers had to go through. And this time, you can avoid fighting tough fights. No, you can pick and choose a little bit more. Someone like a Hagler, no, I got to fight these dudes. Not only I got to fight them, but no, I want to fight these dudes. It's not the simple fact that he has to fight them. It's the simple fact that I want to fight these guys. I want that smoke. We ain't just talk. Listen, man, listen, man, my man Hagler, this man running and training in the snow with doggone construction boots on. Hagler called his training camp prison. Yeah, I'm going to prison, dog. Training camp. Going to prison. You know, because he envisioned, my opponent, he's somewhere where it's nice and warm and you know, having a good, easy training camp. I want everything. What MC Ren said, MC Ren made a song that was on NWA's Straight Outta Compton album. He made a song called If It Ain't Rough, It Ain't Me, right? And Hagler wanted it rough. Pause. I don't mean nothing explicit by but y'all know what I'm talking about. Right? Hagler like, no, it's gonna be the hard way, my nigga. Right now, my training gonna be hard. You know, I'm a train in the most brutal elements. If it's a snowstorm, I'm running in the snow. If it's a blizzard, I'm running in the blizzard. Shadow boxing in the blizzard, hitting the punching bag. No matter whatever the elements is, like he don't want comfort. Even when Hagler was rich, even when Hagler got money and became rich, now he didn't have his, you know, he wasn't getting the notoriety that the Hearns and the Sugar Ray and the Duran was getting, but he really got it the hard way. So I say all that to say this, you know, these young fighters that's coming up now at 135, these guys that's there now, let me give you an example. Let me give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let me do this. Let's go to BoxRec. Let's go to BoxRec. Give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. And because I want to paint a picture. I want to paint a picture. Okay. I want to paint a picture right quick. The hell, why is it? Sorry about that, guy. Why am I? Hold on, guys. My bad. Let me do this. It's not allowing me to pick the weight. Let me go here. Lightweight, okay, cool. Now I can submit it. This BoxRec. Okay, this BoxRec. All right, I'll blow it up. And then I play the video of what this show was all about. But before we do, let me do this. Let's go ahead and have a short station identification break. We're gonna have a short station identification break. And as soon as we get back, we're gonna get right back into the show and we're gonna make it do what it do.
My name is nobody, and I don't live nowhere, and I don't know nothing. I don't know because I know that you gon' tell God on Jesus, kiss a Judas, civil pieces, monkeys acting in the monkey show. Gangsta monster killer, silverback. Where is your rap sheet? And that you never explains, moving fast, thinking slow. Dummy clown, silly Billy, need a hug, thugs on drugs, monkeys acting in the monkey show.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. So let me show you guys this, and then I'm gonna play the Bill Haney video. So the equivalent of what Hagler had to do, right? And other fighters, not just Hagler, but other fighters. The equivalent of what he had to do is, let's say Hagler's the champion, right? Hagler had to fight a Gervonta Davis, defend his title against a Gervonta Davis. Then he had to defend his title against a Devin Haney after that. Then he had to defend his title against a Shakur Stevenson after that. Then he had to defend his title against a Vasily Lomachenko after that. Then he had to defend his title against Raymond Murathala after that. Then he had to defend his title against a William Cepeda, a Frank Martin, a Jermaine Ortiz, or a Evan De Los Santos. That's the equivalent of what Hagler had to do. Whoever the top guy was in that line, bam, we fight. I'm fighting them. These guys, and we fighting 15 rounds. These dudes ain't doing that. These dudes today hiding behind A-side, my baby mama bow-legged, your baby mama knock-kneed, You know, your cousin don't know how to do the Tootsie Roll. You know, and shout out to Boston Logic United. You know what I mean? You know, your cousin got to know how to do the Tootsie Roll. Your auntie got to know how to do the butterfly. In today's time, these niggas, boy, they build barriers like, bruh, I never seen nothing like this before in my life. This is the only era in boxing, and I've been watching boxing a long time. This era, you don't have to beat nobody, beat no top guys in order to be considered the best.
True.
And the guys who want the smoke, fighting the top guys or trying to fight the top guys, they get defecated on. So let me get this straight. You ain't fighting under the same criteria. You ain't doing the same thing that the guys who you comparing yourself to. But you want me to look at you as such. Listen, I don't know who's who really. I can't sit back and say how good these dudes really is because they ain't fighting each other. If you fighting in fights that we automatically know you're going to win. Oh, we know, man, this ain't no tough goddamn fight, man. Like, come on, man. You know, this fight was a matchmaker fight. Matchmaker friendly fight. We gonna find you some dog that's gonna be tailor-made to your style. This what they do right here gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, you all know what time it is, dog. You don't need them other dude now. You know them other dude, them dudes don't bring nothing to the table, dog. They don't bring nothing to the table. Okay, but what did Poach Willie bring to the table then? What did Hog Head Cheese bring to the table? And then the thing that pissed me off more than anything is this. Y'all to listen to Floyd Mayweather. Because Floyd used to shit on the old school fighters. Floyd used to shit on the old school fighters, right? All the time, right? Shit on them. So I'm greater than all of them. I'm greater than all of them. We don't need them. But then when they try to make their points, they compare themselves to the old school fighters.
True.
You know, if the old school fighters wasn't shit and you so better than them, then in one breath, then how come you shit on them? You shit on them in one breath, but then when you trying to prove your point on how great you is, you bring up the greats. Oh man, look what he did, and you know, and what I did was this and that. Man, come on, man, miss me with that bullshit.
True.
Yeah, I didn't come up in the ass kissing era. You get what I'm saying? So I just can't do it. Not gonna do it. And I tell you guys time and time again, that's just not the reality of the situation. You know, so it is what it is. It's just a different era right now, guys. All of these guys pretty much damn on the same level, as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, but let's go ahead and hear, you know, the subject matter of today. Mr. Bill Haney, do you guys feel, guys, that someone like a Ellie Suck Ah Nigga nutsack, he peddles out fake news for profit and financial gain? Guess what? There's a whole bunch of black YouTube channels and Hispanic YouTube channels, quite a few, especially the Jigaboo YouTube channels that Bill Haney is affiliated with. That's all them niggas do is put out, spread fake news for financial gain. Fagnon, you know that's what he do. Janitor Farty, you know that's what he do. Doodoo Brown, you know that's what he do. You know, the entire Alphabet Boy community, that's all them niggas do. Laptop revolutionaries, Shea Butter gangsters, I ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. But you know, you get what I'm saying, that's what they do. Go out of their way to tear down black fighters. And then Bill Haney, again, I got respect for him, but you all over the place, brother. One minute you a revolutionary, he with Pete Newton, power to the people, because I'm from Oakland. And then the next minute you a gangster. And then the next minute, you know, you a real nigga from the street. And then the next minute, you know what I mean? We gotta uplift our brothers. And then the next minute, fuck Shakur. You know, Shakur's a bitch. He this, he that, yada, 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 yada. Like, which one it is, dog?
True.
It's disingenuous. You get what I'm saying? Let's go.
Public service announcement. We got a fake reporter doing fake news by the name of Ellie Seckbach. Not only is this scumbag doing fake news and being a culture vulture, but he's also pitting young African Americans against each other. Black brothers, brown brothers, and alike. Instead of pushing this boxing agenda forward and asking the right questions and the tough questions, he's creating dissension and division with a microphone. and capitalizing on it financially, while leaving others to repatch relationships that have been built over quite some time. I say, let the fighters and the teams do the arguing, the debating, the fussing, the fighting, only to make up because they have a mutual respect for their positions. Let's not let some scumbag reporter who's never boxed a day of his life, never helped anyone in boxing, public service, no.
That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot to unpack right there. That's a whole lot to unpack right there. That right there is that's a whole lot to unpack. Let me go. I'm gonna break this down like a 57 Chevy. You know, this is what I do. Shout out to Jonathan. He said Ellie's a fake reporter. Haney's are fake Muslims. Whoa.
True.
Whoa. Fake Muslims, huh? I've been around some brothers. I've been around some brothers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? A Muslim is one who submits his will to do the will of Allah and believes that Muhammad is his messenger. You know what I mean? Then, of course, you got to practice the 5 pillars of Islam and all that stuff there, yada, 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 yada. Me, personally, I'm not a Muslim. I don't want to have anything to do with any religion. You know, all of them have their flaws from a historical standpoint. None of them have been good to people who look like myself. So, you know, I choose not to participate, but I don't knock what anyone else does. Whatever you have to do in order to get by your day, if whatever you decided to be a part of, if it's going to make you a better person, then I say go with it. Go with it, my brother. Continue to strive on, regardless of who you are. You know, I mean, it is what it is. The thing is, when you say certain things, you know, that's an old saying. When you point one finger, there's 3 fingers coming back at you. And you gotta, you know, the brother said that Ellie Seckbach he's profiting off of division amongst black fighters. Well, the last time I checked, what would you call what Fagnon does? What would you call what Jabba the Hutt does? What would you call what the Meter Maid does? What would you call what Boyfriend does? What would you call what Boston Shigo does? What would you call what Janitor Farty does? Last time I checked, you know, you can't put this on Ellie, doggone the black YouTube channels. That's all they do. The so-called black reporters, that's all they do. Cause this profit off division. We just went through that with Crawford. We just went through that with Crawford and Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. Top Ray Toby. His mama and them black. They black and crispy. They tar babies. They this, they that. Y'all remember all that for 5 years. That's what these niggas do. The local jigaboo boxing community. How you gonna call out the white boy Ellie Suck Ah Nigga nutsack, but you gonna ignore the jigaboos that you affiliated with, Bill?
True.
You with a group of fuck niggas and jigaboos. Sambos. Chicken Georges. Buck dancers. Who so-called gangsters. I mean, you can't, I mean, me personally, like, you ain't I'll put it this way. I'm going to say this. I get your point. I get your angle. Ellie doesn't make good videos about your son. And Ellie is affiliated with fighters who you don't like in the jigaboo boxing community, better known as the Alphabet Boys, they don't like. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So I get that. You know, he has a good relationship with Regis Prograis. You probably don't like that. He has a good relationship with Tank Davis. You probably don't like that. He has a good relationship with Shakur Stevenson, because those guys get interviews from him all the time. You probably don't like that. So you're looking at it. As, oh man, you know, it's everybody against Dev. So that's what it really is. Instead of saying what it really is, you're making this racial plea. Yeah, man, us brothers gotta stick together. The white boy is a culture vulture, and he's profiting off of our division. Nigga, that's last time I checked, niggas is divided all over the globe.
True.
That's all I see. That's the only math equation niggas follow in America. Division. Niggas don't follow multiplication. Niggas don't follow addition. They follow subtraction and division. I started my channel because I saw a professional ticket writer, a meter maid, threaten or wish death on another black trainer. And when I jumped in the game, I saw a whole group of black jigaboo boxing channels attacking other black fighters, calling them the worst names since the KKK, since Jim Crow Joe, since George Bush, since Bill Clinton, since Ronald Reagan. So you like this what I saw. I didn't listen. I ain't never heard doggone Ellie call nobody no coon or Uncle Tom or top rank Toby. I ain't never heard them call niggas a slave and this and that and yada 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 yada. I ain't never heard Ellie talk about other fighters' mamas and how fat their wife is and how black their mama and them is and all that stuff there. I ain't never heard Ellie say that. But guess what? I heard them jigaboos say it.
True.
King Jigaboo himself, Jabba the Hutt. Real fuck boy. He's a real fuck boy. Pillsbury Doughboy, right? Real fat boy, right? So you affiliate with a boxing community full of black jigaboos who all they do is tear down black fighters and profit off of division. But then you going to ignore that, but then dog gonna point out the white boy. You can't make this shit up. Now, if you say Culture Vulture, okay, I'll give you a pass on that. You say Culture Vulture, fine. But then when you say causing dissension amongst black fighters, well, hold on, that's all I seen since I started my channel was dissension. You couldn't, I remember when I came and I said, man, why we can't like all the black fighters? If your cause, people been following me for a long time. My thing is this here, I say if your cause is following black, representing for the blacks, okay, why we can't like all black fighters? Why I can't like Tank Davis and like Shakur Stevenson? Why I can't like Shakur Stevenson and like Devin Haney? Why I can't like Errol Spence and like Terrence Crawford? Listen, all I saw was, no, nigga, you got to choose one. So the blacks online that made a decision to divide and separate themselves and cause dimension amongst themselves based on certain fighters. If you ain't down with us, goddamn it, you a coon, you a Uncle Tom, you a sellout. Remember yesterday, who was here yesterday? What did I tell you guys yesterday? Yesterday I say today we're going to have about 500 people on this live. Go back and listen to the video I shot yesterday. We didn't do a show live, but I said we're going to have about 500. I said, I'm telling you that I know what I'm doing. I know I'm good. I know what I'm doing. Right? So, but we got to get the lights up. So this what goes on. This what goes on. So even though I don't like Ellie Seckbach, and you guys know I don't, but let's just be real. For me, it's disingenuous. It's disingenuous. Look, man, just say what it is. Yeah, dog, I just don't like the fact, dog, that he don't really talk about my son in a good light. Because we know that's what it is. I mean, this ain't no power to the people moment. You're a revolutionary now? Come on, man. Cut the bullshit out, man. Oh, yeah, and salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach. This is Dr. P from the DMV. How you doing, brother?
You say Dr. P from the DMV?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How you doing? How you doing, sir?
I am well. Listen, Dr. Ali and I are sitting here watching you. This is our normal routine every day. Your show today is fire, bro. And frankly, if you can pull it up, look at how disrespectful the Haneys were toward Regis' team during the conference. I realize it's a lot of theatrics.
Yes, sir.
But the fact of the matter is your point is validated by that very video. So keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Hey, man, thank you so much. Dr. P from the DMV, man. DMV, stand up. Again, this is not an attack on my brother, but I gotta call a spade, fam. It's disingenuous. Niggas who go out of their way to attack anybody who look like them because they don't like the same fighter they like or think like them, You don't get a chance to turn around and now all of a sudden be the moral authority of what goes on social media with black boxing fans and content creators and reporters, so-called reporters. Cause we know L ain't no goddamn reporter. He's a fan with a camera. He's a fan with a camera and the microphone, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to get access. He would compromise everything to get that access. And he allowed those other guys to get access to him, if you know what I mean. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just a reality of the situation, but that's his hustle. And, again, I'm not defending this guy at all. You know, whatever issues Bill got with him, that's between him and Ellie. But let's call a spade a spade. Now, let's go to the next one.
Ellie Seckbach is cancer to the sport. Although he might celebrate one brother here and there to save face, while he destroys another one using another one. Doesn't that sound familiar? Ellie Seckbach, you're fucking with the wrong one. That's my son.
Oh.
And he's the undisputed champion of the world. So this message tonight for you, Ellie Seckbach, and on your fake news and your fake reporting, you know, how you carefully use that accent that some of my brown brothers have when you say reporting, you know how you say it. You know, it's hard for me to imitate or duplicate anything but my own culture. But I know for a fact, Ellie Seckbach, you're a culture vulture and you're cancer to boxing. You are reporting fake news. You're one-sided and very objective. And I'm calling you on your shit. I'll continue to call you on your shit. Ellie said...
He said very objective. He meant to say, if he's one-sided, you can't be one-sided and objective. He meant to say subjective. One-sided, subjective. This is too easy. This is too easy right here. This is a layup. One-sided and subjective, and pitting the black fighters against each other. This, you know what? This is too easy. This is honestly too easy. Like this is too easy. Shout out to JA05 for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, but tell the Alphabet boys to stop tearing down Shakur and Tank and promote Devin. I don't think so. Carlos, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? It's Mike from West Texas.
Mike from West Texas. Talk to me, fam.
Hey, good topic today, Coach. I actually got to talk to Bill Haney on TBV maybe about before the press conference with Regis, and he said that's whenever he had called Shakur a bitch, and then like literally right after that he went on and he said any man who calls another man a bitch has bitch in him. So I kind of called him out on it. You know, I told him like, how you gonna basically call this man a bitch and then backdoor say that any man who calls another man a bitch is a bitch? You know, I got to talk to him and I got to tell him, man, like he's a good man. I want the best for him and his son. But I'm starting to believe that he just gets to freestyling. Like at the moment, he gets ahead of himself. He don't really just slow down, think about it, and he just gets to freestyling. What you think about that, Coach?
I mean, I like Bill. I spoke to him. I mean, he's a nice guy. Bill is very, very funny, very charismatic. I call Bill the politician. You know, he reminded me a lot of some of the brothers I came up with when they start double speaking and they you ask them a question, they never answer the question. You get what I'm saying? So it's you know, I grew up around brothers like Bill. So I hear the bullshit as soon as they go to talk, like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I hear, you know, I hear it all because I don't came up around some of the best in the world. So but this, you know, but one thing I will respect about Bill is this here. Like a lot, and that's a lot of these boxing dads. They're gonna ride for their son. So I get Bill's angle. He's riding for his son. You know, he doesn't like the fact that, hey man, Ellie ain't showing my son love the way he showed Tank Davis, the way he showed Regis Prograis, the way he showed Shakur Stevenson, because those are the guys who give Ellie access to interview them, right? And you know, so I get it. I get it. I understand. And but I think he's making this something that is not, in my opinion.
Hey, but hey, coach, I was gonna say like a man at his status, man, him and his son are successful right now. Their name is moving up, man, and I'm glad for them. I want to see them get all the bread they can get. But look, your voice is starting to get more powerful in the sport, and you see where the sport is at today. Because I even asked him, like, you got a powerful voice, but then you come on and you make some comments, like you start talking about people's mamas, you start talking about they got bitch in them. And like we really gonna be listening to you, you know what I mean? And then you on a platform to elevate the sport. I even asked them, where you want to be at the top. Once you're at the top, how can you elevate the sport, especially in the position it is right now? You know what I mean?
I mean, you know, it is what it is. And what I'm saying is it's the double speak for me. Like you can't be Huey P. Newton today. You know, you can't be Huey P. Newton today, but then turn around and then want to tear down your own kind tomorrow, right? You can't do that. And that's just the reality of the situation. You know, you want to be Huey P. Newton today, and then tomorrow you want to be old dog from Menace to Society. And I'm not saying that's what Bill Haney is doing, but I'm saying, you know, like niggas who you affiliate with, that's what they do. And you know, you putting all this on the white boy Ellie Seckbach, but the reality of the situation is you participate in the other stuff. You know, I heard you say very disparaging things about Shakur and Tank, and I heard those guys say disparaging things about you as well. So I do get it, it's tit for tat. But you know, if you're participating in the defecate on other black fighters, if you're participating in you know, in that movement, in that arena, you can't turn around and then now all of a sudden, I want to be the voice of the same people who I'm tearing down, you know, because it's all about my son. There's nothing wrong with you riding for your son, but just leave it at that. You riding for your son. Don't try to make it seem like, you know, this is some kind of emotional plea, and you know, I'm speaking to the moral compass of our people about this culture vulture that's causing dissension amongst us. When, dude, that's when since I've been on YouTube, that's all these niggas been doing.
Yeah. And you know, I heard your story about how you started, Coach, man. That's a great story. I never knew about that. I'm glad I tuned in today because I haven't been tuning in here lately, but I'm going to get back on it, man. Great story. And I just want you to know, like, it happens in my race too. Probably not as much as in yours, but we see it too nowadays, you know, Hispanic on Hispanic. Even when I was incarcerated, man, you'd be surprised, man. Like, it ain't just Mexicans against blacks and whites, like Mexicans against other Mexicans as well. You know what I mean, Coach? It's going on all around the world. I feel you, though.
Yeah, for real. All right, shout out to Mike from West Texas. Salute. Now, the good thing. The good thing is this. Yeah, Jamie said it. No one is really talking about. No one is really talking about Devin Haney and Regis Prograis fight. No one is really talking about it. And hopefully, as the fight gets closer, people will talk more and more about it. But I think we've done a couple of shows about Devin Haney and Regis Prograis already. Of course, as the fight gets closer, we're going to do more. But yeah, so Bill is doing a good job in keeping. Well, I didn't even want to say that, keeping the fight out. Well, I guess he's doing a. I'll call her. Hold on. I guess he's doing a good job in keeping Devin Haney's name out there. I don't know. Does this do it? Because we did a whole show so far. We haven't even spoke about Devin Haney and Regis Prograis until just now. So I don't know if that does it. If that's what's going to keep the buzz out there. So you get what I'm saying? I do get it. If that's going to keep the buzz out there, then so be it. I mean, Bill is very, very calculative when he do stuff. He's not. He's a smart guy. Trust me, he's a smart guy. I got a great deal of respect for him, but I can't point out his bullshit. I'm not going to. You guys know me. I don't kiss ass for interviews, and I don't go along just to get along, and I ain't trying to be down with niggas. Because at the end of the day, don't nobody take care of this household. That's my responsibility. That's his household's responsibility. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, that's where I'm at. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey Mo, what's good with you, man?
Man, Ron Boy Fresh, talk to me, fam.
Man, what Bill said have a lot of validity to it. And you know me going to a lot of fights, especially out Vegas, Ellie used to be there. And a lot of those interviews, I was right next to him, not to him, but in that vicinity, looking at him do the interviews. And I've always wanted to ask boxers, I was like, why do y'all interview with him? Because I don't like Ellie. I think Ellie is terrible. So I'm like, it's like, it has a lot to do with boxers as well, or these athletes. They always want somebody to pat them on their back and to kiss their ass too. You know what I'm saying? So it's an uncomfortable, to me, I come from a different breed. I feel uncomfortable when motherfuckers praise me and you don't know me. You dig what I'm telling you? And I don't know if you remember, one motherfucker that checked him real quick was when he did the Benavidez interview. And he said, Ellie said, well, yeah, David, I have you in my top 10 pound for pound. David was like, hold up, I'm not a top 10 pound for pound fighter yet. But cool off for a second. And they continued the interview. You know, Ellie have like 25 motherfuckers on his top 10 pound for pound list, you know? Mm. You know, so it's one of those things.
But what does that have to do with...
No, hold up. I'm going to get back to what Bill was saying. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. And I think Bill feels the same way I feel. Like, honestly, and we know why Reggie do interviews with Ellie is because it's like a kickback to fight hype and all that. And, you know, one thing I will say, Reggie is a street dude, so they're going to use him. So they're going to use Ellie. But as far as Bill go, what Bill's saying have a lot of validity to it, but Bill is doing a lot of contradiction. And the reason why Bill steps himself and get himself caught up in contradiction is because he's everywhere. You dig what I'm telling you? He's everywhere. Bill is everywhere, and they have a system. You talk shit about Dave, Bill is coming at you. That's the system. Right. Where is that? Where they don't? Bill is calling up. That's the system they got. And so when you do that, it's going to be contradiction. And boxing is based on contradiction because technically he's going to have to talk shit about other black fighters to get to the top anyway. That's the only way it's going to work. Whether you like it or not, that's what he's going to have to do. But as for Ellie mixing Ellie and putting them in with all these other dudes, Ellie is unfortunately, Ellie have a different type of platform, and Ellie is at the point now where it's just extreme culture vulture. It really is, man. He's not, and I always wanted to ask boxers why they do it, but I didn't want to be considered as a hater. But I just like, I've been right there. I was like, why do y'all interview him? Like, he's not real. Nothing about him's real. And my man made a point is he started with basketball, but them basketball motherfuckers were like, man, if you don't get your suck ass out of here, nobody's taking you serious. So he got in where he's sitting because you can't do that in basketball because they got real deal entourages. They not having that shit, that bam ass shit. They not having it. But that's all I got to touch on that. I'm with Bill 100, but at the end of the day, it's going to be some contradiction when you spread yourself thin and you everywhere. And Bill going to defend his son, and that's what you should do, Mo.
All right. Yeah, I totally disagree with Ron Boy's Fresh position. And I'm going to tell you why I totally disagree with Ron Boy's Fresh position. Ron Boy Fresh omitted everything Bill said except one thing. And he spoke about Ellie being a culture vulture, but he didn't address what he's saying about Ellie is profiting off of the division of black fighters. Ellie is causing dissension amongst black fighters, right? He didn't address that. Ellie is putting out fake news and fake reporting and profiting off of that. Carla, hold on. Ellie is one-sided and subjective. He said objective in the video, but you can't be one-sided and objective. So one-sided and subjective, that's what he's saying, right? Okay, the problem with that is the same jigaboos that you associate with do the exact same thing. Like, no one profits more off of the division and dissension amongst black fighters than the black YouTube channels, i.e. the Alphabet Boys. That's what they do. I've been seeing this for years, since I've been on YouTube. You address one thing, the culture vulture part, but you totally ignored everything else. So yeah, I totally disagree with Ron Boy Fresh on that. And I get how you try to dress it up. Well, you know, you spread yourself too thin, you're gonna try to clean it up. No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. No. The fact of the matter is, you know, he don't like the fact that Ellie don't really, you know, talk good about his son, maybe. That's what it's about. Let's leave it right there, though. Don't try to make it some other stuff that you see black content creators doing all the time. Especially if you're affiliated with niggas who do the exact same thing that you say that Ellie does. True. Again, send me a video where Ellie calls somebody a coon, Uncle Tom a sellout. I can send you 10 videos where the same niggas you rock with do that. I can send you a video that I have that I don't even want to play it. Well, the fat fuckboy Jabba the Hutt, who you roll with, said that he was Blue Blood Sports TV were to grape Terrence Crawford, strip him butt naked and everything, and he said that on our Trill Boxing Talks show. Like literally, I ain't hear Ellie say that. So even though I don't like Ellie, but how you gonna ignore all of the other shit? Nah, you can't. Nah. I can't go for that. Call her, what's your name? Where you going from? Call her from.
Yo, who said that? Yo, this is Jabba from Brooklyn, man.
Oh, Jabba the Hutt, 7 8 Sports TV.
Nah, I don't know these niggas, man. I fuck with you, Coach. Yeah. No homo. Yo, I fuck with you, but yo, I call him to say, man, yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. Like, I gotta talk about your age in the report card if I'm gonna talk about your accent as well. So as far as Ellie Seckbach goes, he been doing this shit a long time, putting up his own money to go to these fights, get these interviews. And homeboy that called before me, fighters fuck with him because he got a nice platform at the time. You know what I'm saying? He's like that dude. I ain't had too many jobs in my life, man. I had maybe 1 or 2 jobs. But I can just remember, he reminds me of the dude at work. He just willing to do what he needs to do to get where he needs to get. In other words, like, yeah, he gonna tell on your ass if you're taking 2 hours at lunch.
Yeah,
he trying to kiss the boss ass. He got an agenda. And like, I don't want to say no funny shit, but like, dick riding is getting them places. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's just the game, man. Like,
I respect his hustle. I mean, I know I don't respect that aspect of it, but that's his hustle. Everybody know that's what he does. Now, if you want to say that's what he does, fine, because that's what I call out. But you don't. But all the other stuff, you know, he causing dissension amongst black fighters. Bullshit. Come on, man. We can go to a nigga live right now, y'all.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. That's all I'm saying. Like, if it's about your son, that's what it's about.
I don't agree with that at all.
But all the other stuff, nah.
Nah, the point I was trying to make was like, that's just how he, that's how he moves. Mm-hmm. He messing with this dude. Of course, he ain't fucking with, you know what I mean? He got a strategy. It ain't got nothing to do with race.
Yeah.
In my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I agree. He goes overboard. You know what I'm saying? But I respect his hustle. He works hard. But I'm with you, Coach. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
As far as Bill Haney goes, I just kind of think like another caller said, some dudes just be talking in circles, man. Like, they, you know what I mean? At least one thing leads to this. But the fact of the matter is, he got a bias against his son. And he took it there, which I don't agree with, man. That's all I got.
All right, shout out to y'all, man. Salute, man. Brooklyn, stand up. Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing with him wrong with him riding with his son. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, let's leave it there. That's where it starts and dies at. It's about Dev. It starts and dies with Dev. Look, you say something about Dev, I'm coming at you. And he said in the video, what he said in the video, how he ended the second video, he said, Ellie, you fucking with the wrong one. That's my son. So that's what it's all about. If you let him talk long enough, you'll find out what it was really all about. That's what it's all about. But all this other stuff, profiting off of black division, bullshit, that's what black YouTube channels do. The niggas who you associate with, the jigaboos, right? Culture Vulture, okay, you can give them that if that's what you want to give them that. But causing dissension amongst black fighters, Ellie Seckbach don't do that. Ellie Seckbach don't do that. Ellie Seckbach don't pit black fighters against each other. That ain't true. And again, this is coming from a guy who don't like Ellie Seckbach. Ellie Seckbach, you say he report fake news and fake reporting. What the hell you think the black content creators do? What you think Fag9 do? Terrence Crawford team said this. Terrence Crawford, so according to sources, said that. Caller, hold on. Timothy Bradley said Terrence Crawford cheated. Terrence Crawford, he was on Snack and Snap, and bit the country, stuck some steroids in there. What the hell you think the black YouTube channels do? What you think the slow learning disability boxing community do? That's what these niggas do. How you gonna ignore that? So you mad at Ellie for profiting off of fake news, but you ride with a group of jigaboos, all they do is profit off of fake news. True. It's a million videos of niggas putting out fake news. All of a sudden, you got selective outrage. I can't believe he putting out fake news while riding with a bunch of jigaboos from the Alphabet Boy community with the head kingpin Jabba the Hutt, while riding with them niggas and all they do is put out fake news. True. Cause dissension and attack other black fighters for the sake of your son. Come on, man. Miss me with that bullshit. Call what's your name when you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Coach Eddie from ATL. What's happening, brother?
Coach Eddie, talk to me.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you called out Bill for this. I seen that interview too, and I was thinking the same thing, man. Yeah, Ellie, Ellie got his way. He do, stroke the fighter's egos, and he do butter them up. But that's, like I say, that's what he do. That's how he make his money. But he ain't running around here making these fake stories up day in and day out. These dudes in the black, like I say, the black content creators, they stir up so much mess between each other. You got dudes up there fighting at the fight. They fighting outside the fight. They fighting while the fight going on. You got somebody boxing in the ring. They say, it's a goddamn fight out there in the audience because they at each other's throats. Like, yeah, I can't wait till you get to the fight. I'm going to pull up on you. Man, it's crazy, man. You got people, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence press conference. They was ready to fight then. With the fan base. So these guys stirring up so much mess between the fan base. What's going to happen? They're going to get somebody killed, man. Because it's getting to that point. I mean, Coach, look how many times you done got threatened, Coach. They will call up somebody, he gonna drop the adder, he gonna kill you, gonna meet me at the fight. Man, it's some crazy people out there, man. If somebody gonna mess around and get shot or get beat up at one of these fights, man, and call all these content creators, they the one that's doing it for money. So they just be lying, Coach. They be making up stuff every single day. Got 35 videos on the same thing, bro.
Listen, the black content creators, and I call them niggas over there the jigaboos, cause that's what I'm branding you niggas the jigaboos. The jigaboos over there from the slow learner disability and the boxing community, them niggas are a special group of people. And the jigaboo affiliates like the Janitor Fardies, the Fag Nons, the Shigos, the Doodle Brown, like the jigaboo affiliates, this what these niggas do. And for you to sit back and ignore all of that and put it all on Ellie, like, come on, man. Now,
it's crazy.
This nigga shit. You can't participate in the nigga shit one day, Bill. And then the next day, you H-Rap Brown. And then the next day, alhamdulillah, assalamu alaikum, my brother, alhamdulillah. You know what I mean? And then the next day, I wish that nigga would. Like, yada, 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 this and that, and yeah, we gonna do this and that. Like, come on, man. True.
Hey, it's getting out of hand, Coach. It's good. What I can say is tabloid. At the end of the day, I look at a lot of these channels kind of like tabloids, man. They come up with this. It's some of this stuff be funny. I ain't gonna lie, it's comical. It's like going to a comedy show. A lot of they just keep spreading lies and propaganda. But like you say, them lies and propaganda can become dangerous because you got a lot of people who got some loose screws in their head, man, who really willing to ride for some of these fighters like that. And them guys don't even care nothing about them. They won't even piss on them. They was on fire, like you said, Coach. But actually, be totally wrong on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my call, though, Coach.
All right, shout out to Coach Eddie. Again, the coach of Vulture, okay, cool. If you feel like Ellie's a coach of Vulture, fine. And if you feel that he's a meat rider, fine. I'm with you on all that. But listen, don't put the sins of what niggas do on YouTube. Don't put that on him because he ain't listen. Again, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The only motherfucker since I've been on YouTube, and I've been on YouTube for almost 3 years. Since I've been on YouTube, it's always been the nigga shit. From the niggas who you fuck with. Dollar Bill. You get what I'm saying? And those are the facts. Carla, hold on. Let me get to the super chats. Shout out to Peter. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said YouTube channels are the biggest boxing media. That's a big problem. Most boxing sites pull stuff from Fight Hub, Fight Hype, and ES and call it news. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right about that. Shout out to Blast 365. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
There go my sister, man. There go my sister. She said, okay, coach. She said, okay, Coach Malachi has a point. I plead the fifth. Oh, man, hey, bless. Again, I'm not tearing the brother down, but I'm just calling the spade a spade. I'm telling the truth right here. If anybody think I'm lying, please challenge me on what I'm saying. And I can prove it to you. Like, challenge me on what I'm saying. Am I lying? And I'm pointing out the hypocrisies and the double standards. You get what I'm saying? And again, I'm not defending this guy, Ellie. I don't like the dude, but I can't allow my dislike for him to literally just say, you know what, man, this dude, I see the angle. I see what it is. And like, nah, dog. Now, the nigga shit, like, you participate in the nigga shit all the time.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you?
Carla, what's your name when you're calling from?
Man, what's up, coach? It's inevitable. It's D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore.
D-Block, talk to me, fam.
My brother. Glorious Monday, great show. I mean, we keep just insisting on this brother, Ellie Suckbach, suck a nut, whatever you want to call him, Tank Davis left nut. He can suck as much as he wants. He's used to it. I hate the guy, and hate is a very harsh word to say in this time of time. But at the end of the day, it's fact. This guy has been poisoned to boxing, just like Al Haymon. This guy has been poisoned to boxing as Al Haymon. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Devin Haney and Bill Haney, they got their own issues. But when we talk about Ellie Suckbach, I mean, we talking about the guy is a rat. He is corrupt. He's in every freaking guy that he wants to be in their personal space. Personal space, coach. And we talking about, I don't know, there's a video out there. I don't know if you've seen it yet. Mm-hmm. Well, Caleb Plant calls his ass out in front of everybody and tells him in front of everybody. He starts talking shit to Ellie Suckbach. And all Ellie Suckbach can do is just smile. And he had his phone next to his a pocket. Like, he wanted to record, but then does he really want to record somebody talking shit to him? Of course not. So are we going to defend this guy, coach?
No, I'm not defending Ellie Suckbach at all, but have you been listening to the show?
Oh, believe me, I've been listening in and out. I've been trying my best, coach. Okay, and I try. Today's the day to try.
Yeah.
So we gotta persecute this guy.
So no, I mean, I'm not defending him. I mean, he is who he is. We know he's a cocksucker. Yeah. We know he has. I coined him the name Ellie Suck Ah Nigga Nutsack. We know he uses. We know the requirements for him to get the job is knee pads, cocoa butter, KY jelly, and baby oil. We know
there you go.
And
I've been
established. But what does that have to do? What does that have to do with profiting off of the division of black fighters? What does that have to do with causing dissension amongst black fighters? What does that have to do with pitting black fighters against each other for profitable gain? What does that have to do with putting out fake news and fake reporting? You know what I mean? What does that have to do with any of that? If you're going to put that jacket on, you can't put that jacket on doggone Ellie. Maybe you can do Culture Vulture and maybe you can do fake news, but you can't affiliate with a group of guys who do the exact same thing. And as a matter of fact, the group of guys who you affiliate with, they go out of their way to tear down other black fighters in the name of Devin Haney. They threaten people online. Say, oh, nah, they soft, they ain't gonna do nothing. But if you're gonna put a jacket on them, put the right jacket on them. And at the same time, you can't be a father of a son and you participating in the bullshit as well. You doing the exact same thing that the ignorant niggas is doing. 1 minute you want to be an ignorant nigga, the next minute you want to be H. Rap Brown. 1 minute you want to be the Assalamu Alaikum nigga, Alhamdulillah, all praise due to Allah. And the next minute, you want to talk about some gangster stuff, and you want to F Shakur, F this guy, F that guy, and this and that. So I get it. If you're going to defend your son, defend your son. But my issue is you're making it something that it's not. You're making it something that it's not. That's all.
I'm with you, Coach. I believe in what you say. I can't go against that, Coach. You're right. I mean, Devin Haney's dad, provoking shit also himself. He ain't perfect either. But for me, the way I see it like this, is Ellie Suck Ah Ni, which you already know, on his knee pads, buttermilk, whatever the fuck you want, your lotion, he get creamed up. All I know is that he, for boxing, is cancer. He is cancer for boxing, Coach.
Who, Ellie Suck Ah Ni?
He manipulates people. Yeah, he manipulates people. He goes in one area of the corner, and then he goes to the other gym, and he starts talking shit about whoever it is, and then he says, oh, yeah, you're the best. And then he goes to another fucking gym with the same opposite fighter, and he does the same shit over and over again. This guy is like I said, he's a weasel. He is a cancer of boxing. He did all he wants to do is of course reporting. That's all he want to do. I'm talking too much. At the end of the day, if I didn't make sense today, I'm sorry, my people. I only get one call, and I want to thank everybody in my hood. I want to thank the community. I want to thank all the tenderonis. And believe me, D Block will be back to normal next week. D Block, D Town, D City, D Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
Shout out to D Block. Yeah, it's like everybody, everybody. I don't know, man. It's like D Block. D Block did the same thing Rob Fresh did. Y'all ignoring, like y'all picking and choosing what y'all, okay. Like there were several things that was said, and I keep going right back to the entirety of the thing, right? I mean, if you don't like, again, I don't like the guy, but that's his hustle. If he want to get on his knees and all that stuff there, then so be it. That's his hustle. I don't like the guy, but at the end of the day, I can't put the race hustle jacket on him. I can't put turning black fighters against each other on him. When I seen black fathers, talk shit, threaten other people, and tear down other black fighters as well on other black and Hispanic platforms. I seen people who you associate with do the exact same thing. So I'm supposed to forget all of that. Alhamdulillah 1 minute, attacking black the next minute. All praises due to Allah the 1 minute. Calling other black fighters, a bitch and a hoe and all that the next minute. Like, come on, man. Like, which one it is? 1 minute on Huey P. Newton. Next minute, I'm riding with the Alphabet Boys, the Jigaboos, the local Jigaboo community. Like, come on, bro. Nah, I can't go for that. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland, talk to me.
Yeah, I just think it's some sucker shit that Bill's basically doing just because you don't like the guy. I mean, if you don't like him, don't fuck with him. Don't do no interviews with him. Don't watch his shit. But to go as far as basically playing the race card by calling him a culture vulture and all this other bullshit, all he's trying to do is trying to make fighters that are cool with him, fighters that, will do interviews with him, trying to make people look at him differently, like, oh, man, you a sellout because you fucking with old boy, trying to basically get him blackballed. That's a bitch-ass shit. I mean, shit, dude likes who he likes. I've never really heard him, go out of his way to badmouth anybody. Keeping it a buck, the only reason why I really, first started hearing about, say, for example, Robert Garcia was because Ellie was doing interviews on his content. I started checking it out. Thought it was kind of cool. Then from there, he expanded into other shit. I look at it like this. Right about now, we ain't getting the kind of coverage of boxing like we did in the 80s and the 90s, where, big fights were being promoted on Good Morning America, the Today Show. They were getting segments on ESPN. You know what I mean? We don't get that type of coverage no more, so why fuck it up? Anything that isn't blatantly negative is good for the sport. He might not be the most positive person, but he damn sure ain't nowhere near as negative as all these people that Bill Haney fucks with, like he said. You know what I'm saying? So to shut down one motherfucker just because you don't like him, just because you don't kiss your son's ass, That shit ain't cool.
I mean, again,
I agree with you 100%.
Again, I'm gonna reiterate this. I like Bill Haney. Bill Haney is a nice guy. Spoke with him. He's a good brother. He's a good father to his kids. You know, I think he's a good example for his children. I like the guy. I really do. But I gotta call a spade a spade. And I like Devin Haney. I like Devin Haney. I like Shakur Stevenson. I like Tank Davis. I don't feel that I need to hate. In order for me to like Devin, I gotta hate Shakur and I gotta hate Tank. I don't feel in order for me to. Now I have my criticism of Tank. I do, you know, I do that, but I don't feel like in order for me to like Tank, I gotta hate Shakur and I gotta hate Devin. And since I've been online, that's what's been going on. So from a father standpoint, Bill is a good father, and I'm not here tearing the brother down. I like Bill. Bill is funny as hell. I love the fact that he talks a lot in these press conferences because Devin Haney don't really have a personality like that. Let's be fair. I like that. I love all of that. And again, I'm gonna say this one more time. I don't like. You guys been watching me a while. You know I don't like Ellie Suck I don't like him at all. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But I can't sit here and say he's causing dissension amongst black fighters when I see black fighters and doing the exact same thing to each other on Twitter. I see doggone black content creators doing the exact same thing that you accusing Ellie Seckbach of doing. Like that's what these niggas do. They lie, they make up fake news, they clickbait. And they attack and all they do is attack black. I'm a perfect example. Since I've been online, I get attacked by these same niggas who Bill affiliated with. Now, I ain't tripping on Bill for doing that. It is what it is. But guess what? I'm always going to stand on mine 10 toes down. I'm always standing on mine. I don't give a fuck about the interview. I don't care nothing about being down. I'm good. I'm good. You get what I'm saying? So, but I'm not tearing my brother down. No. But I just got to call a spade a spade. That's all I'm saying. But salute to you, fam. Yeah. Like, y'all, like, a lot of these dudes, listen, since I've been online, like, all the black content creators do, for the most part, is, you know, like you can't like all of the black fighters. You can't like Deontay Wilder and like Anthony Joshua. You can't like Anthony Joshua and like Deontay Wilder. You can't. Now, again, what Ellie does is what he does. If he kiss ass, suck Johnson or whatever to do with his interviews and whatever, okay, fine. I don't like the dude. I personally myself, but the black fighters like him. Deontay Wilder loves Ellie Suck Ah Canelo Alvarez, Tank Davis, you know, Shakur Stevenson. They love the guy. They love the guy. I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, they love the guy. They like him a lot. And so be it. I can't get mad at Ellie because, you know, he got black fighters who like him and want to ride with him. I respect the dude. Well, I ain't gonna say I respect the hustle because I ain't gonna do that myself. But I'm just saying, but if that's how he eat, that's how he make his money, fine. But for me to sit back and say he's causing dissension amongst black, and since I've been on YouTube, all I seen was dissension from black. And so now I attack these niggas vigorously. And then, so it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. You know, I'm supposed to be the one to take the high road, and you got to take the high road, dog, and you got to turn the other cheek. Man, fuck all that turn the other cheek shit. I don't give a fuck about these niggas. You know, I told you guys, you got the nigga shit, you got brothers, and you got niggas. You got black people, and you have niggas. On YouTube, it's a lot of niggas. Just like in society. You get what I'm saying? That's all we do, practice division. So I call a spade a spade. You know, you want to get into some nigga shit, we can get to the nigga shit. I don't care. Don't make me no never mind. You get what I'm saying? But I just got to call it. I got to call it the way I see it, fam. That's all it is. But again, the brother's a good brother. He's a good brother. We're going to go to a short station identification break. And when we get back, we're going to get back into the show. We're going to rock out for another 30 minutes.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't going to say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Caller, what's your name and you calling from?
What up, Coach? This is Rob from LA.
Rob from LA, talk to me.
So, Coach, first of all, Coach, I think you got to hit up Ellie and let him know that he is going to receive death threats from the Wakandas. He's about to receive the internet gangbangers. You know, just give him the heads up, Coach. Nah, just fucking with you, Coach. Man, as far as the Ellie and the Bill, I mean, look, Coach, they're both on the same boat, man. Bill got to be real all the way. You know, he goes to on these other channels that do the same thing what Ellie does, man. So, I don't agree with Bill. And also, you know, I really don't mess with Ellie, coach, like that neither. I mean, you know, he does show a lot of favoritism, and I ain't down with that, you know. But I'm gonna tell you something. Check this out, coach. There's a video when Jamel fought Castaño, and Ellie's with Jamel and Jamal after the fight. And I don't know what Ellie said, that it sounded like that like Jamal had no power punches, like basically giving credit to Castaño. And if you see that interview, coach, you can see that the Charlos, they got pissed off. They're ready to go off on Ellie, and Ma's like, man, look at this guy. You giving interviews and he over here dissing you, dog. So look for that clip, coach. That shit is funny. And so you can see Ellie like, oh. But that's my call, coach.
All right, shout out to Rob from LA Sloop fan. That's what he does, though. I mean, everybody knows that. I mean, that's what he does, though. You know, so I mean, I don't like the motherfucker. You know what I mean? I don't like the motherfucker myself. You know what I mean? I can't stand the motherfucker. But at the end of the day, that's his hustle. Those fighters love him. They love the guy. You get what I'm saying? So I can't get mad at that. I ain't mad at a group of niggas because I ain't get mad at a group of niggas because they love Ellie Seckbach. If they love him, they love him. I don't give a damn. You get what I'm saying? But you know, I wouldn't look at him as a reporter. You know what I mean? And I think Bill know that. The guy's not a reporter at all. He's more of a fanboy of certain fighters. He puts certain angles. You know what I mean? And you know, when he's in front of one fighter face, he says one thing. When he's in another fighter face, he says something else. That's just how he is. I mean, all due respect, those fighters know that. Those fighters know that. But it is what it is. I ain't even tripping on that. I'm talking about the other shit. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Sheila from Cali.
Sheila from Killer Cali. Talk to me, sis.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
I just want to say or comment basically on something you said. You said that he's getting the wrong jacket put on him. And I kind of agree. I don't see him so much as a culture vulture, but I see him more maybe as pitting against Black and Mexican fighters, having preferential treatment towards Hispanic fighters versus Black fighters. And I could be wrong.
Can you give me some
examples? I've watched
examples?
some of his interviews. He interviewed Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence back in 2018. And then he asked him about the Mikey fight. And then Errol said, we know who you're rooting for, and it ain't me. So I picked up on that then, and then I've noticed that one thing D-Block said that stuck in my mind is that he seems to say one thing in one area, one group, and another thing in another group. And him being Israeli born, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
But how was he pitting Black fighters against Hispanic fighters? You haven't explained that to me.
Well, I just a comment from Errol Spence saying that we know who you're rooting for, and other people don't like him so much. Like Tyson Fury kicked him out of his conference, which I thought was hilarious. But I don't know. I just want to bring that out. If anybody else has anything they can mention on that.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Shout out to Cedar from Cali. Yeah, I still don't get that. Like, yeah, I don't get that. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Hold on, guys. We got another call in there. Caller, what's your name when you're calling from? Caller, what's your name when you're calling from? Caller, can you please call back? We can't hear you. Caller, what's your name when you're calling from?
Hey. It's Bill Haney.
Dollar Bill. We got Bill Haney on the phone, guys. Talk to me.
Hold on one second. Let me clear this other line. Hold on. Hey. Are we here? Are we here?
You talking to me, Bill?
Yes, sir. Are we live?
Yes, sir. We live. We on air right now.
Okay. Hey. Shout out to everybody, in the chat. What a wonderful day to kick this boxing. Shout out to you too, Coach. You know what I mean? You on here and you're doing your best. You're doing your best job. You know what I mean? The one thing that I say, like I talk to you and I talk to everybody is anyone that's pushing this boxing forward, whatever opinion you have, whatever, that's good. I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? The ones that I say, from me being in the business, no different than yours. And what you just said, Coach, just then, you said you consider Ellie to be just a fanboy. You consider him to just a guy to be No different than everyone in the chat. He has some more followers. He has, a platform or whatever you might want to say. But his opinion is no more different. And that was the only thing that I was bringing to the game, is that I was saying Coach Malachi's opinion is good, so on and so forth. And every other guy that you guys go back and forth, but you all mean so much to the fighters. You know what I'm saying? And so much to what we're doing. When you decide to say, okay, I'm going to intentionally go against a 24-year-old fighter that has done everything in boxing for the fans. He has done everything that a 24-year-old or any other 24-year-old that you guys know of. So when we talk about doing those things, no, I'm not just shooting the shit, Coach Malachi. No, this ain't just shooting the shit like down at the barbershop. Shooting the shit at the barbershop with me be telling you that I'm going to do what no man has done, is go to the top of the boxing game with their kid and then go and go to the top of the tennis game, right? But that's talking shit. Not that it's not going to come true, but it has to come true, right? That's something that's on my mind. I'm kicking this real shit. Devin is one of the best, if not the best fighter skill-wise in the boxing. He definitely has the best jab. He has the best footwork. And, I pick him, right? Now, as far as who else shows up, you know what I mean? I'm on here and everyone says that I'm talking, but who else shows up to refute that's in the business? But to say that I'm not going to listen, or to say that some of the guys and the people that's in the chat, that their opinion, whether they like Devin or not, is not valid, it's just like Ellie. The reason what we do is, but we give Ellie the credibility as if it's a real platform, as if he's really reporting, or is he just giving a biased opinion? Coach, talk to me.
Well, Ellie is going to give you an unbiased opinion. I mean, there's no secret, Bill, that Ellie, he doesn't think favorable of your son. There's no secret that he has certain relationships with certain black fighters. There's no secret.
His brand represents that, and we know it, right?
Right.
Correct.
His brand represents
correct,
what? I just want to be sure. His brand represents what?
What you just described. When you said we all know what we know about Ellie, then correct, then that's what his brand represents, right?
Right. Yes, sir.
We know it.
Yes, sir.
Right? We know it. We know what his brand represents.
Mm-hmm.
And so do we know what Bill Haney's brand represents. It means going hard about his son, going hard as a businessman, as a manager, right?
There's
doing
nothing wrong with
everything
that.
I can.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah. Exactly. But when you talk about giving the power to Ellie, and saying that because he can go from gym to gym, and he goes in these gyms and he creates some dissension with the fighters, right, for a couple views, and then he runs up out of there. Now the other camp walks into the gym, right, and it's the tension. Okay, it's part of the business, but then being in culture vulture is that you're not able to do like Gillian Wallow and come back and say, okay, this is boxing, and you guys have, you have the ability to make a certain amount of money. Don't blow it. You have your family. You just have a way to connect culturally and know what's the boxing from the bullshit. And yeah, the people, it's real tension and it's real high. I'd say, listen, if you ain't gonna be 100% down with this shit, then don't kick it. Now, everything that you say about listen, my son is gonna fight one of them guys one day, and I guarantee you see more shit that Ellie done said about my son and what my son ain't than I ever done said about the opponent. No matter what I think about, I've celebrated and I've raised some guys and said all them guys is bad motor scooters. When it comes down to it, I don't want the record to reflect for no parent nowhere around no country that it's okay to just stand by and you don't have to say nothing. And you gonna just take it. That would be like me saying to you, Coach, you have a voice. And thank you for letting me come on the platform. You know what I mean? You got your opinion and I got mine. And I totally respect others' opinions. But at the same time, you would take this phone call behind the scenes
you would make sure that brothers somehow it don't spill over into some other shit. And I think that's where the difference becomes. If you're gonna be if you're gonna be able to bring the noise, you got to definitely be able to know how to quiet it too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Bill, yeah, you said that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, Bill. I think. Listen, there's nothing wrong with you riding for Dev. I like Devin Haney. I love your son. I know a lot of the fighters that he may have issues with online. You know, we see what's going on, Bill. We see what's going on. My only issue is, again, I don't know if you know, I don't like Ellie Seckbach at all. Can't stand the guy. Never met the guy. Don't care to get to meet him. So I'm not defending this guy at all. Trust me, this is the last guy on the planet that I'm going to defend. But since I've been on YouTube, Bill, all I've seen as the dissension amongst blacks, that's all I've seen since I've been on here. Even myself, everyone I've ever gotten threatened by, said they're gonna do A, B, C, and D, which we know these YouTube niggas ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. But I'm just saying, it came from the dissension was already there amongst the black so-called reporters of the content creators and this and that. So I don't. Hear me out, Bill. Bill, let me just explain this one point. Now, whatever may be going on with Ellie, now maybe you know something that I don't know. That Ellie is, you say he's causing dissension amongst black fighters and pitting them against each other. Then if that's something that's going on in the background that I don't know about, then I don't know nothing about that. But I'm telling you for what I see, what I've been seeing since I've been on YouTube, and I'm telling you, bro, it's just some of the things you said I just didn't agree with. Other than that, that's it.
Okay, I'm here to clarify, and that's why I'm letting you know. That's why I'm letting you know. For one,
yes, sir.
You got my number since you've been on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You got my number on speed dial to call me to clarify anything, because that's the platform, your platform, and the platform of boxing in general. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I validate this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit back like somebody else and say, "Oh, you know what? Nah, just make it seem like he don't even know him. Make it sound, just don't even respond to the shit. The shit gonna blow over in 24 hours." So on and so forth. No, I come in, I say, you kick a lot of good things on this channel. Some things that I disagree with, some things that I agree with, but I still respect your time and your energy that you put into this. For real. You see what I'm saying? So if it swings my way or it don't swing my way, I'm still gonna come on, whether, you know what I mean? Whether I'm applauding something that you're saying, or I might be bringing you up to speed to something that's going on with me in my life. Today it happened to be Bill Haney on here, and I said, listen, let me come on and top it up. You know what I'm saying, with you about it, right? Ellie Seckbach, if you take a camera, if I was to go take a camera and I go into the gym and I'm befriending this fighter or this camp, and then I record them, and then I go to the, and then I befriend them, and then I say something, you're creating the dissension between the camp, right? With the microphone. And I'm saying, and listen, now it's one thing when you already got bad blood, but when you encourage it for clickbait by leading your witness or leading your victim or leading your interviewer to say something that they don't mean, and you really saying something about some niggas that's gonna pull up. You see what I'm saying? And then you go and you go everywhere and you go do this. Boxing? Are you a boxing reporter or are you a shit starter? Coach, I want to ask you that.
Bill, Ellie Seckbach is not a reporter at all. There's nothing a reporter about him. I look at him as an extreme fanboy of certain fighters, and he has a camera and a microphone. He's been doing it a long time. I don't see him as that. Okay. No, but hold on, Bill. Let me finish this. But the fighters allow him to come in their space. They know what type of dude Ellie Seckbach is. It's not like these fighters like a Gervonta Davis or Shakur Stevenson or Deontay Wilder or Errol Spence or the Charlos. It's not like they don't know who this guy is. Everyone knows who he is. So if these fighters allow him to come in their space and say certain things that may seem like he's sowing dissension, these fighters openly allow him to do that. They don't seem to have a problem with it. You get what I'm saying?
So let me explain. Coach. I'm saying when you start leading when you know that we've gotten a kid like Devin, I've gotten him out of the street. While you know what I mean, and that's a big accomplishment for my neighborhood. That's a big accomplishment for my family. That's a big accomplishment for my city. You know what I'm saying? And for all those guys that didn't decide to offer my son to sell some drugs or offer him to do no care. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not going to do yours. You see what I'm saying? Like we're pushing a whole different narrative about reaching back and grabbing these kids, and these kids that got all this fire and this desire in their heart to fight, and we're putting them in these boxing gyms and letting them use this as a career and not a one-way ticket to jail. So when you come back and we got the fire, you see what I'm saying? But Mr. Ellie Suck, you must understand, do not create something that's going to make this shit no Biggie and no Tupac shit. You see what I'm saying? Don't make it, and then, wait a minute, and then you're not able to, you're going to run off, and everybody going to be frontline mobbing, and you ain't going to be nowhere around. You see what I'm saying? So when you got a Gilly or a Wallow that really speak for this culture and really speak for us and that's in this boxing space, I say, man, let them handle that, man, Ellie. You see what I'm saying? Because you're going around, and then you're going around and you doing shit, and you acting like it's just cool. So I said, let me be an example to other brothers that in the position that you can really slap the shit out of Ellie, but you know what? You ain't going to do that because then you're going to blow position. So let me show them then that you bring light to him and say, okay, how many other persons or feel the same way? How many other people? Because everybody else is saying they've been victimized, but they don't want to speak up. Because the one thing that you say, oh, I feel that same way. Everybody says, oh, I feel that same way, but. Well, if you feel the same way, I just happen to say that being in this position, and if you call yourself a dad or you call yourself a manager, why would you not? How do you got time to do anything else? You see what I'm saying? Like, Devin, we good. I pushed up on Ellie because Ellie been out of pocket for a long time. Mm-hmm. And if you go look at any of the videos, Devin Haney, and then I said, you got in the middle of the tank shit. It's good, two good teams that's building a fight. You see what I'm saying? And you around this motherfucker keep killing it. Keep saying that what Devin ain't. Would you do that, or have you done that with any other race fighter than black? I know you talk good and you fuck with a few brothers, but you also tear down brothers. You see what I'm saying? And you tear down more brothers than you tear down any other. And you tear them down with the bullshit. That's what I'm saying.
You talking about me?
No, I'm talking about Ellie Suck.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Ellie Suck. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yes, sir. No, but see, this is the thing, Bill. Now you're talking about something else that I don't know about because you mentioned Biggie and Tupac, and you're saying that we don't. He's stirring the pot where it can be a situation like that. Now I'm not familiar with that.
It's good music or it's good boxing. I'm not familiar with that.
I'm not familiar with that. If that's what he's doing, I'm not familiar with that.
Say them with them jive ass niggas, and we intelligent brothers over here. We moving collectively, we moving as Muslims. But guess what them niggas keep on saying? That my son, he ain't street, and my son private school, and all the other shit. They keep roaring it up to see something else, brother. But we stand solid. We stand as real 2023 black men. And each time that I address these, you'll hear one of the others come up and try to speak what I'm speaking. For one, you don't understand what I'm saying. You don't understand the sarcasm in it. Some of the shit that I'm saying it sarcastically. You see what I'm saying? So while you come up trying to interpret it, brother, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying, sir. So anyone that, if you want me to tell you, I've never disrespected none of them fighters that ain't came at me. But I also want to represent, you ain't going to be no old ass fathers and mothers being disrespected either, though. You know,
Bill, do you remember? You remember the last time you was on my show, and I appreciate you. You know, you really came on the show, and you was one of the people who really helped my channel grow. I really do appreciate that. But you remember the time you was on the show, and I say, Bill, I been hearing you, man, going over there to some of these dudes' channels. I call the dude Whole Money. And these dudes be calling you bitch ass nigga. They be disrespecting you. You got Dev over there. And I say, I remember this like it was yesterday. I say, Bill, why do you indulge in this? I say, Bill, you a multi-millionaire.
Because I crossed over. Let me tell you why. Can I tell you why? And I know you say that. And I said, yes, because I've crossed over. I understand the plight of that young kid, H Money. He's motherfucking drowning and trying to figure it out, and everybody is saying what he ain't. I understand your plight. You switched over. You at home on top of your business now, blue blood, 7, 8. You know what I mean? All the, but one thing that I do, I'm saying is, if I'm over here, I'm not gonna cause no division between y'all. Y'all can do all that because one day y'all might figure it out and everybody might get along. So I don't be just, you know, I support channels. I have relationships with other guys outside the channel, but I support this channel. I support other channels, even if you getting down and you going crazy on me. And people say, "Oh, you shouldn't go over there. You shouldn't go over there." Well, that's not going to push boxing forward. Them other niggas, and I'm saying niggas, not Negroes, niggas hide out and they don't. They be sitting in the chat and they send other people to do ghost pages. I show up, and they say, "Yeah, well, that's supporting them." Yeah, well, okay. Well, listen, that's supporting us because guess what? That's showing how great we really are, and that's showing how much of a fool what kind of building they building it on. They building it on foolery. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you. What I'm saying is that's why I come out and I'm quote outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Again, Bill, I say this about myself. I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I'm not saying that I'm a part of the solution. Some may look at me as being a part of the problem, and they may have some type of validity to that because of some of the things I say. But just like it's things that you may know that's going on in the background that I'm not aware of, there's things that's going on in the background and in the forefront that you may not be aware of. And some of these,
thank you.
Some of these same dudes.
Thank you for giving me a chance.
Yeah, so some of these.
Yeah, thank you for putting Bill Haney on there. Thank you for putting Bill Haney on there and rallying up 400-500 people. You know what I'm saying? To give me a chance to speak and show what we really doing. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for your platform. Thank you to the chat, more importantly. But we got to answer these hard questions that these people be pulling up on you with. So if you can go to them, so when I leave, they won't pull up on you and say what you ain't said and what you ain't did. You know what I mean? Because you're always a perfect gentleman with a platform. Always give everybody an opportunity. So if a motherfucker say that they can say it better, they can do it better, then call the line just like I did. Just go to the callers, Coach Malachi.
You on the phone? I can't go to the callers because you on the phone.
Okay, well, can I hear them when they call in?
Yeah, you can hear when they call in. If they call in the show, you can hear them. Yeah.
Okay, well then I can respond. Will they be able to hear me back?
All right, yes, sir. As a matter of fact, yeah. Anybody want to call into the show? Call into the show. We can do it. We can do a 3-way. Anybody want to call into the show? Y'all call the show 530-494-9636. Anyone? Hold on, Bill. Let me get these super chats out of the way. Shout out to the Marty King Boss for dropping that $2 super chat. Shout out to Jamie Vasquez dropping that $2 super chat. He said, ask him to keep that same energy with the LDBC. Yeah, so you know, again, I can't sit here and knock a man for who
Let me explain to you one thing because they want to say. I told them we're not going to jump around no questions. He just said, you know what I mean? The LDBC, known as the Lions Den.
I was going to address that.
Known as the Lions Den boxing community. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing around this motherfucker and handling your business and really fighting and really having respect for yourself, then it's the Love Den boxing community where you're going to get some love at. You know what I mean? And I just know that. Now, guess what? Now, if you keep it true, you know what I mean? And then you can stop by True Media and drop off a jewel. You know what I'm talking about? But
I got a call.
It's got to be real. It's got to be on thing.
I got a call.
Where's the caller?
Hold on. Yeah, I got a call. Hold on, Bill.
Call from.
All right, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? You with Coach Malachi and Bill Haney on the phone. Hold on. Bill, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
all right, call. Okay, Derek from Florida. Please be clear.
Bill, Bill, I got a question though. You was talking about brother against brother though, right? What was that? You say you was smoking on Tank. Ain't Tank is a black man? Why you talking about you smoking on Tank?
Okay, listen.
Where was that coming from? Yeah, see? Now, come on, bro. You gotta keep that same energy, bro.
Derek, you gotta let him talk. Derek, you gotta let him talk, man. You gotta let him talk.
Great question. Caller, where you calling from?
Florida.
Calling from Florida. Now, listen. The thing that they always say is that you got to match the energy and you got to do all this shit because the shit is happening to us in real time. And I don't know what part of Florida you from. What part of? Okay, you Miami. Oh, definitely. See, I've been to Miami. So we talking to niggas how they talk to us. And he been talking to us like that, and he do all the shit so we match the energy. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm smoking on Tank or whatever I'm doing, but it's actually happened to us. in real time. So, and the way that you sound on this phone, listen, a nigga say the wrong thing to you or your people, sound like you gonna be doing a whole lot of shit, King.
No, because I'm not a tank fan. I'm just saying how you was speaking.
No, I just can tell your voice. I'm
just letting you know how you're not keeping that same energy. I'm not a tank fan. I'm just going by what you're saying.
No, King. No, that's why I said I got all the respect in the world for you, King. And I feel like if I come at you foul, you're gonna be smoking on a BH pack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, huh?
But all right, that's my call. That's it, though.
No, am I right or wrong, King?
I ain't hearing this. Don't even talk about you though. Like I ain't heard Coach thanking them talk about you. Like I ain't heard nothing from you.
You said you ain't heard nothing from them?
No, I ain't heard nothing from them. All I saw you say you was smoking on them, and they ain't say nothing to you.
Oh, okay.
That was just my response.
If you haven't heard it, then you gotta talk to a couple of the people and then see what gets sped up, because you probably didn't just get, you're probably not abreast to everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
All right, appreciate your call. All right.
Yeah, if you call the show, man, you gotta let if you ask Bill a question, please. My only request is please allow him to answer the question. You get what I'm saying? Don't try to overtalk the guest. He's taking the time out to come on the show. But anyways, Bill. So again, hold on, Bill, we got another call calling in. Bear with me one moment. Phone calls is hot right now. Hold on, guys. Phone calls hot. Emerge these calls. All right, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on. Caller, what's your name?
In the bag, man. I'm this Coach Eddie from ATL. Is Bill still on the phone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, Mr. Bill Haney, how you doing, brother? Good to talk to you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got a debt. Yeah, I'm up in the gym right now. I got a Devin Haney clone. He swears Devin Haney has been here.
I already felt the energy anyway. As soon as you came in through the phone, I said, I hear you got one. Didn't I just say that? As soon as you said, so to speak, I already knew. I know they feel the energy. That's what, listen, and that's what we do it for. You hear me? That's what we do it for. Push, King. Push. Don't listen to what nobody's saying. You know what it is, man. Push, King.
I'm saying today, I think what we're talking about today is that, Ellie Setback, you did address Ellie Setback, but I guess we were speaking on how all the other YouTube channels is doing the same thing. Actually, they doing more damage a lot of time than what Ellie's doing, because these guys are literally starting fights out in the street. I see dudes fighting in the street.
What I gotta do, I can't wear and be everywhere, but one thing that I can do is represent about my own and about my son, and I hate that it gotta be like that. I hate that but I just stood down and I watch it just like you watch it against everybody. But then, you can only watch it for so long against your son, and then you live with regrets that, you had some little bald head motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? He flip his hat one way and he culture that way, and then he talk another way, and he Mexican with that way, and then he come back and he get proper when you see him at the grocery store. And I didn't address him as many miles as my son had worked and did, and all the shit that I wasn't going to address him. That's not a fair representation of who we are and what we do. And that's the only thing that I said to the last caller. I'm like, oh, he already called. He's with it. Huh? Man, let somebody, and that's why I said, bro, if more of us that's really with it get ours, the kids and our sons and our daughters, nieces and nephews, man, to get up in this industry, we'll be more valued than we are, man. You see what I mean? And my son needed somebody to address Ellie. He didn't have time. He got a big fight coming up, man. That ain't fair. You see what I'm saying? That's not fair. That's not.
But I mean, I hear you talking about, about coming together and being collective and killing the negative energy. And you talking about profiting off of black dissension. You know what I'm saying? That's the matter. That's what the topic of the show was today. And a lot of these other content creators, they do the same thing, man. They cause division among black fighters too, man. And ain't nobody really addressing that. I'm just saying everything, all of them need to be addressed, Coach.
Listen, but if you do it and you do it with understanding, man. You know how to do it. What I'm saying is if a motherfucker don't want to own their culture, then a motherfucker gonna be able to do whatever they want to do to it. You see what I'm saying? I understand this. Right. I understand the hip hop culture, and I understand that now we are part of the boxing culture. Coach Malachi, you are. We are. That's just a matter of a fact. That's just a matter of a fact. Now I can sit back and say no, but sometimes okay. And what that represented still is not getting in trouble and coming out the mud and doing the right thing and grabbing your kids and you know what I mean, doing it truly right. But what they say that what represents being the face of boxing and being the face of the sport is something entirely and totally different. But I'm saying is, if that's your business partner and not your son, then maybe you'll support that narrative. But if it's your son, you will not. And I'm not saying that you're going to get a bunch of boxing champions, but you might have one. I'm not saying that you might get a bunch of tennis. You might have one. Acting, singing, and alike. That's the only thing that I represent. Instead of a kid not having somebody that's going to get out and fight for him. Period.
Right on. Okay, Bill, it's good to talk to you, my brother. I don't want to hold the channel up, brother, but good luck to you, Dev, in the fight. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Thank you.
All right, shout out to Coach Eddie. Give him a round of applause. Hello, Bill. Got another call calling in, guys. Phone lines is hot. All right, that call ended. Sorry about that. Hold on, Bill. Sorry about that, Bill. Okay, Bill. Now, I think you're taking the time out to come on the show. But back to what I was saying with this here, Bill. You know, I think it's kind of unfair. Be fair. I think it's kind of unfair and disingenuous. You know, that's what I thought, and that's how I feel. The simple fact that, okay, to put all of this on Ellie. Now, whatever dissension Ellie may be causing, I'm not aware of that. As far as I'm concerned, Ellie is doing what he normally does. He's going to deride certain fighters in order to get access. That's what he does. Sometimes he has to pay. Sometimes he pays money. He's going to get access to the Tank Davises and stuff like that. I ain't tripping on none of that. I don't like the shit myself. That's what it is. Me personally, there's certain interviews that I can't get because some people feel like that I'm too hot for TV. But as you can see, when people come on my show,
let me ask you this: Did you say to yourself ever at any point in time, damn, I wonder what did Ellie do to Devin? Or what did Ellie do or what did Devin do to Ellie? Or anything like that? Did you ever notice in his videos and say to yourself anything like that?
I mean, no, because he does the same thing to Terrence Crawford. He does the same thing to other black and non-black fighters, i.e. Tyson Fury, that he don't rock with. Ellie is pretty much more of a pro PBC type guy. You know what I mean? He gonna kick with Canelo. He gonna kick it with Robert Garcia. That's what he does. I mean, you know, so I mean that's no secret, Bill.
Okay, but I believe that, and what rumor has it that he wanted to get access to Tyson Fury, and he didn't. Tyson Fury is the one that did not tap dance to his bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Because Tyson Fury looked at him maybe how you looking at him. And then after Tyson Fury didn't fuck with him, then he went over there to go with Deontay Wilder.
Okay. All right. Well, regardless of what, my thing is this here. These fighters like him, they rock with him. So, only thing I'm addressing
But now, let me ask you another question then. How many fighters end up broke?
I mean, probably a lot of them. It depends. A lot of these fighters, if they don't have economic literacy, then you know a lot of them will come up broke.
No, okay, so maybe it's a chance that they don't have economic literacy, nor do they have knowledge of self, of what the fuck is going on. And listen, just because they don't know, should we stand by and just let them be done whatever the fucking way that they want to be done? I mean, you know, in whatever way that a man named Ellie Seckbach wants to do them.
We got another
call. Say, oh, that's just because it's way.
We got another call calling in. Hold on, guys. The phone. I had to turn down 3 phone calls. Hold on. All right, caller. What's your name when you calling from? Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
Mike.
It's Mike from West Texas.
Mike from West Texas. 2 times. Talk to me.
What's up, Bill? How you doing?
Hey, Mike. What's going on with you?
Not much. So check it out. This is what I got to say. So, you know, I'm not disputing on what Ellie is doing. He might be doing everything you're saying, but this is something that's been sticking with me. Like, you know, when your son was on Twitter going back and forth with Shakur, and your son got out of line with Shakur, started making fun of, like, calling his mama out. Like, do you condone that type of stuff too? Because I mean, you say you do it for the kids too. You don't think that the kids are watching that type of stuff?
No, man. Listen, nope. Listen, none of mamas and daddies and all the shit like that, right? But see, he started. That's crazy that you say that is, because I can stand up for myself. And when they be like, your dad ain't shit, right? But when somebody say your mama, it hit different. But with Deb, because I raised him, like we've been together every fucking day. You know, that's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like my kids, my older son, that's my best friend, right? I don't know what other parents did, but I'm saying every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? We together in the gym, all the shit, the crying, the little, man, get up, get back on that bike. You know what I'm saying? Like I was there, right? I didn't miss a day. So when they're getting into it, I know, I'm telling you, I said, I put Devin in the boxing because he was fighting in school, right? He'd be tripping. I know he'd be tripping. I know he went to Australia without me, dog. So I already know he's a man's man. So I'm saying this, I only come on here to represent while he's busy being able to be ready for all that shit that he taught to back it all up. Because he does work out like a motherfucker. He stay working, he stays fucking with it. So as a father, you know, normally you got a promoter to come out and promote, right? We knew then that promoters sometimes are busy, not just ineffective. Some can be ineffective, but some can be extremely busy with a big roster and all that other shit. Or some can have, you know, getting older and have more money than they want to get out and promote. So, no, I don't encourage none of that shit. But I stand behind my son. I stand behind my son.
Bill, I respect that. Yeah, you're supposed to. At the end of the day, that's what you're supposed to do. But I'm gonna tell you this because I've been listening to you a lot, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. So this is coming from a man who done been out in the streets, who done did time for thinking what's wrong here. You know, overreacting and hurting people. And whenever you start talking about like Biggie and Pac situations, do you really want to put yourself and your son in that type of position? Because I told you before on the TVV, you got a powerful voice. And you study entertaining these other people when you should just be focused on making these big fights, brother.
No, King. I told you. I said that I'm saying let's stay away from that because me and you might have been at some of those same joints, or me and you might have known some of the same people. You see what I'm saying? So I fully understand. But I'm saying is when you say that somebody says something, or a kid says something about his dad, right? He's going to react that way, and he's going to say something back about your mom, or he's going to say something back about whatever. That's what you know what I'm saying? So you're expecting...
No, I do.
Because you see what I'm saying? You're expecting Dev not to say something back if he says...
Coach.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, Bill, look, Bill, I'm not. This is what I'm basically trying to say. Like, I'm going to tell you in my position. Like, if I see my son getting bullied, or he's getting looked like they're treating him a certain way. Like I know back in the day, I would have told him, man, go smack that kid or get out there with that kid. No, I know how I look at life different now. So basically, what I would say is like there's other ways of moving around. Like just because your son don't clap back doesn't make him weak. He's a champion for crying out loud. He's on the throne right now. It don't make him weak because he has to entertain that.
King, what area? I mean, what city are you from? What city?
I'm from Texas. But I done lived in Pittsburgh. I done lived in Virginia. I done been in Dallas.
Okay, I'm from Oakland, I'm from Oakland, California. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
And I grew up in the streets. I'm 100%. You know what I'm saying? Know that I gotta let Dev is a grown man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not speaking on that. He's a man, but I'm also coming and saying that we need to let them do it, right? Me, Calvin, forward to teams. You know, when you have somebody like Ellie, right? See, if you had the mic, you would interview each team in a different way, and it would be presented different than Ellie hiding. He's hiding. And I don't know what he's hiding behind, but he's not part of the culture. I can already hear you in talking to you. You see what I'm saying? It's different. Are you and Ellie? Do you think it's... Man, you hear what I'm saying, man.
Nah, Bill, look, at the end of the day, Bill, salute, man. Like, I watch your son. I pay for his fight. I root for him. At the end of the day, that's why I'm kind of like I'm talking the way that I am. because when I do see the father and son collaboration, I look forward to that. Like, I want to show my son that type of stuff. But then I see the man calling another man's mom a B. I know he's disrespecting you, but you and your son are in this business together. And I really do think that you can help elevate this sport that's really declining. Like, it's been declining here lately.
But if he says, he intentionally says, when he says, your lying ass daddy, your father, your boom, right? So instead of saying your coach, he don't say your coach, he say your lying ass daddy. So when you bring up and you say daddy or your dad or your father, you know what you're trying to do. And I'm saying, homeboy, you see what I'm saying? If me and you in this joint, it's going to be Shakur the one that started the shit, not my son.
You're right. But Bill, look at it. It's like
nothing, homie. But what I'm saying,
it's on the internet, sir. It's on the internet.
Listen,
like they're bumping online.
Okay, my guy, listen. But what I'm saying is, the one that moves wrong is the one that gets checked. The one that moves wrong is the one that gets DP. You see what I'm saying? Once you get DP, you can't control what the punishment is going to be, homie. We didn't mismove. He said your daddy, so he said your mama. If he said your coach, then he says your coach. Sir?
And me and you both know that if it goes to another level, stuff can get messy. And all I'm saying is you're too well established to even be put in that position. So that's all I'm saying. I appreciate you hearing me out, man. Good luck.
Hey, King, before you go, King, no, let King, let me hear King. Are you serious? Oh, he hung up. Okay, listen.
Hold on.
But let me tell you.
Hold on.
Hey, Coach Malachi. Before we take the next caller, Coach, are you with me?
Yes, I'm here.
Listen, like you said, when you choose to be a parent, right? You choose to go the whole way. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm representing. I'm saying is I know that they want to, and a son that Devin does. If you're doing the right thing, you're supposed to turn the other cheek. You're doing the right thing. You're supposed to not say nothing. You're doing the right thing. What the fuck? Where have we gone to as a people, man? Just as a race. But what the fuck? What is all the turn the other cheek shit for? When you're doing the right thing, we're not in the streets. We shouldn't be turning our fucking cheeks, and we're legit. And it's a legitimate boxing. We're legitimate.
Bill, what you losing yet is why the street stuff keep coming up? Like people talking about the streets, and it's like it ain't that serious.
Yeah, because guess what? Okay, you know what we're supposed to do as Muslims is to always talk about death, right? You're supposed to always keep death. You're never supposed to not talk about death because you know that it's soon to come, right? We'll be returning back to Allah sooner than we know, right? It's just like that. Everybody want to talk shit, but then you don't want to talk about. You want to act like that's what's happening, but then you don't want to, like Shakur. He said, "When I see you, I'm going to smack the shit out of you." And everybody, and they recorded it, and they did a video on it. Yeah. And he said, "Well, we were talking about boxing, right? We're talking about boxing and fighting in 25, but now you're saying that when you see him, but it ain't even about money. You're going to smack the shit out of him." But Coach Malachi, you remember everything, but you don't conveniently remember that enough to say, where would I bring up some street shit? It's not me bringing up any street shit.
Yeah,
I am the street.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't have to bring up street.
No.
Yeah, I don't have to bring up street. I am the street.
Wait, hold on. You're missing my point. I'm saying as of late to this particular topic, because the brother said something about Biggie. You said something about Biggie and Pac. What Shakur said, hear me out. What Shakur said, he was dead wrong for that, in my opinion. He was dead wrong for that. Saying when I see him slap shit out of you, you 1,000% correct about that. I'm saying as it relates to the subject matter right now with the Ellie setback, what does that have to do with Biggie and Pac and some street shit? Like that's where I'm lost at.
What I'm saying is when you get guys and they're talking about slapping guys, if you know anything about the boxing business, then you know behind the scenes what goes on and what has gone on and what has transpired. I'm saying is that you're not as privileged to me as it is, but that I am. But I'm saying to them, I'm saying no. I'm saying is,
I don't know.
No. And listen, and it might be some things that you don't remember. Yeah, it might be some things that you heard about that you don't remember. That it can go left where we all say as OGs, no, we're going to keep this shit 100% solid. And if it's a guy that's going and running back and doing this other shit, I pulled this coat. That's all.
Okay. So I know I get what you're saying.
Coach?
I know I get what you're saying. I know I get what you're saying. You're saying Ellie Sackbach, there's some things going on in the background that I'm not aware of that could have escalated certain situations that Ellie Sackbach is going around instigating.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Trying to get people to say shit, trying to get something to happen and to transpire when the fight is big. It's big, and Ellie, you know what time it is. Promote, but don't over promote, because then I think that you're trying to cause some shit. And guess what? I'm going to be the one guy that's going to call you out that's in the group.
We got a question. We got a question right here. We got a question right here. Fotex, shout out to Fotex for dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, Bill, how can you say Ellie causing division, but the same group that you roll with countless, are making countless shaming videos against Terrence Crawford daily?
Okay. So if you like someone, if you 100% like someone, that's cool. You can like them, right? You can like them. You can do all that, right? That's fine. But do you have to go? Do you have to go around and lead people into saying shit that they're not saying, and then misconstrue the words and misconstrue the titles and misconstrue? Listen, if I'm bullshit, Coach Malachi has already seen him and already seen the videos. I have Coach Malachi as you know what I mean, as the attorney on the shit. He's gonna know the shit more than I'm doing. He's gonna say Bill is 100% right. The dude is 100% either fanboying, biased, or all of the above.
All right, Bill. I want to thank you for calling the show. Me and you spoke on the phone before. I told you, the guys you roll with, I don't fuck with them. They don't fuck with me. I can't stand them niggas. They can't stand me. This has nothing to do with you.
No, listen.
Bill, hear me out.
You can't put that on me. Don't drop the show.
Bill,
no.
Bill, you gotta let me talk, Bill. Bill, you gotta let me talk though, dog. Like I sat back and listened. You gotta let me talk, Bill. You have to let me talk. Again, I'm not dropping anything on you. What I'm saying, Bill, is this here. What I'm saying to Bill is this here. Like, there's things going on in the background that you may not be aware of that I go through. I address that shit head on. I don't have an issue with you personally. I got a great deal of respect for you. I've told you that on the phone. But I've told you I don't fuck with them niggas. I told you that. And all I'm saying is the stuff that you're saying that Ellie does, this is the guy that I don't like. The stuff that you're saying that Ellie does, I'm not privy to the information that you said that he was doing in the background. I'm saying them same niggas do that same shit. They call other fighters top rank Toby. They talk about fighters or mothers. They go out of their way to tear down certain black fighters. Some of them do it for the benefit of your son. This is the hypocrisy that I'm addressing. And you can't say that.
Can I ask you this, Coach?
They can't say they're pro-black 1 minute.
Can I ask you one quick, Coach?
Hear me out, brother. They can't say they're pro-black 1 minute, but then they go around tearing down other black fighters and other black people the next minute. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Okay. No. You telling me what I can't do. I can do. You're going to be you, and I'm going to be me, and I'm going to explain to you why I'm being me, right? And because I have respect for you, that I'm going to explain to you that I want the love from everybody, Coach. You see what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't not that Ellie. Like, I don't know why you didn't give it your love and the boxing love, baby. I'm not excluding nobody, sir. I'm not excluding you, not nobody. Not nobody that they said nothing. When Dad set out to do this sport, he set out to do it and be the best that ever put on a pair of gloves, sir. That's why I think you were kind of confused. I'm saying is we want the love from everybody, man.
Okay, I got you. Shout out to my sister Bless. This sister here from the Bay. Shout out to Bless 365. She say, man, listen, Trill Bill can't control no grown ass men. Y'all acting like y'all responsible for everything someone else does. Stop the cap. That's what Bless said. Bill, I don't know if you can see it, but that's what Bless said.
Okay, yeah. No, I heard it. Yeah, but you know, and that's the thing is like growing up inside the neighborhood, man. You never know if 77th Street is about to hook up with 85th, or if they're gonna beef with 85th, or 76th is going to start a new street and it's gonna be 76 and 77, and then you just never know, man. So to be when you in something and it's two people. One got, you know what I'm saying? One got green and one got brown. You know what I'm saying? And listen, and you ain't worried about either because you got white. You know what I mean? So I don't know about all this, bro. But I know one thing is if you get in somebody's business too long ago, if you get in somebody else's business for too long, you're gonna be out of business. You see what I'm saying? Sooner or later.
Yeah, I understand that. I get that.
You know what I mean? And that's what I was always taught. So I don't. You feel me? But one thing that I always say is that any fighter that says that they're not capitalizing, living, breathing, and benefiting by everyone's energy and their sport, they lying their ass off. Stafala. You see what I'm saying? Right? Whether you good or you bad. That's why when you see me sometimes, I'm showing love to somebody, even if it's the folk, because I got respect for all the energy and all the time
I got one more call.
putting into this shit.
I got one more call. Call in there, Bill. One more. Hold on. Hold on, guys. One more call. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? You the last call.
Hey, it's Curtis from Long Beach.
Curtis from Long Beach, talk to me.
Long Beach in the house.
And I completely understand where Bill coming from. You know, he was doing a lot of talking and kind of mixing it up sometimes, but a lot of the callers calling in, they trying to point out what the LDBC do and what Ellie do, and it ain't got nothing to do with that. The LDBC, they don't talk to Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. They don't tell Terrence Crawford one thing and then get him to say something and then go back and say something to Errol Spence. You know, Ellie is playing a role because he's talking to both individuals. Now, what two men say to each other, that's what they said to each other. If Dev say something about Tank and Tank say something about Dev, that's different. But when you got an individual playing in the middle of both of them, going to one gym saying something and then going to the next gym saying something, that's different. And I think that's what people are missing. You know what I'm saying? The LGBC, they say whatever they say about somebody, but they're not talking to both individuals. They just talking about one individual. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where he's coming from, saying, like, you know, he's instigating it, whereas the other people are just being biased. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference in that. So I understand where you're
that's crazy. Hey, that's crazy. No, that's crazy that you said that, because everyone say to me that they don't understand how I can see that someone really likes someone, and that might be biased, but then you have someone that between both claiming to be a reporter and not claiming to be a fan, because if you are a fan, it's one thing, but then, you know what I'm saying? No. He can't draw a fight.
I get what you're saying on that. Like if a reporter is supposed to be objective and unbiased. They're supposed to call it right down the middle. That's what a reporter is supposed to do. And that's the professionalism aspect of being a reporter. I say to you that everyone knows at this point that dude is not a reporter, Bill. I know he ain't no goddamn reporter.
But Coach Malachi. No, but I wanted to come on here and validate you and not validate Ellie, because if you take a look at him and you think, and he says reporting, and you think that what's the name, he gives off the air as if he's an unbiased reporter just telling facts about Devin Haney. And I'm like,
but check this out, though, Bill. But check this out. The black fighters who we have access to validate him by allowing him to by allowing him to interview him. Like they validate. They're the ones that's validating him.
Watch this. So they no, but watch this. So they become part of the trap or the problem. But really, if I go to certain outlets and then I down the fighter, then I water down their money, I water down the shit. So I always say that they're good fighters, but it's something special about Dev, and all the fights are going to be big fights and all the other shit. I never say that the fighter has pillow fisted, or I never say that the fighter is, you know all of the shit. You see what I'm saying? Like they have a lot of shit that I'll say that my son gonna beat the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? Knock you out or whatever. I'll say shit like that. I'll be disrespectful. Man, my son gonna knock your ass out, man. You know what I mean? Like a dad would want to say, man, come and get bring his motherfucking ass out here. I got him. Jimmy, George, you go out there and you whip it, you that kind of shit. But the other caller said we had a different time. Family man, and I that's how I grew up. I had a dad in the house, you know what I mean? Just like Dev got one, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, listen, man, Curtis, you the last call. Anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
Yeah, but see what you just did right there, Bill, that's where people going to get you at. Whatever he say about Dev as far as pillow fisting and all that, that's his opinion. And you know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at him about his opinion. You know, that's what it is. So you're not gonna win now.
But he's a little bald head motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna win it, bro. You're not gonna win it because I got shit to say about Tank. I got shit to say about Tank that Tank ain't gonna like.
No. But listen, but Devin has to be politically correct. See, you got a position that when a dad, like you have a dad, and everybody talking about, oh, you in a position. Oh, what if I don't want to be? What if I just want to be able to get on your helmet if you say something about dad? Maybe I don't want that big position. Maybe I just want to be a dad that can defend his son until Allah shuts my eyes. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, that's your right. That's your right as a father. But you know,
thank you, King. Thank you, King.
That
that other position, look, that other position. No, that other position might be for you. You see what I'm saying? You might get your son, and then you get there, and you gonna get more money, and then you might not say nothing. Y'all might get some more endorsements or some other shit that might be for somebody else. But I'm saying this with me. I just do it the way I do it, bro. I don't mean no disrespect.
No, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna get down for my son, man. I don't give a fuck what people say. I'm gonna get down for mine. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't worried about that shit.
All right, listen. All right, listen, Curtis. We finna get ready to go, man. But I want to close the show by saying one thing. Shout out to Curtis from Long Beach. So Bill, the gist is this. This is the gist. If I were to summarize everything, let me know if I'm spot on. So basically, there are some things that's going on in the background that someone like myself, Coach Malachi, is not familiar with as it relates to Ellie Seckbach instigating certain incidences in the background from gym to gym that can escalate to something more than just boxing. I'm not familiar with it. So the video you shot was specifically addressing that. Is that what you're saying?
No. I have tons of witnesses that have witnessed countless videos of Ellie Seckbach's bullshit. We would have to have a whole nother episode to call them in before I let you have that one. You know what I mean?
No.
Now, if you missed the video, so it's countless videos that's going along with the stuff that's going on behind the scenes that can take it into even more shit. You see what I'm saying? That I don't talk about that happens if that's not enough. You follow me? So I tell him, the culture vulture, man, be cool. Get out of that mess. Stop doing that. Start build your brand on celebrating the fighters, right? Don't build your brand on everywhere you go, you talking about fighters and you doing that bullshit. You see, and you making other guys talk about them, right? And you get them to co-sign the shit, and then we see the guys and they say, oh, it's just promotion, right? So what I'm saying is, it's like the publicity stunt that Shakur Stevenson had. This dude, Ellie Seckbach, just like you said first, he ain't who he is. You see what I'm saying? So thank you for letting me come on and say that. Because as long as the people know that he ain't who he say he is, then that's all that's all I want to let them know. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna scream to the top of the mountains just like he screams, and whoever else screams, then I'm gonna scream too.
Bill, one more question before you go. What's the situation with Regis Prograis? We know you guys have a fight coming up. I'm buying the fight.
Man.
I know I won't physically be there, but I am buying the fight. We're throwing a fight party here online. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. When your son was at 135, I said, man, look, man, there's some killers up there at 140. You know, Regis Prograis was one of the fighters that I thought very highly of. You know, I met the brother one time before I interviewed him. I met him and I said, man, if Devin Haney move up there and would fight one of those guys, you know, I got Regis Prograis stopping him. Now, this is what I said a while ago. Hear me out. Let me speak. Then, as time went on, hear me out. As time went on, now that Devin has moved up, I saw the fight he had with Vasily Lomachenko and stuff like that. And so when I break fights down, I look at it from a stylistic standpoint. And so I say, okay, what is it that Regis Prograis brings to the table? And what is it that Devin Haney brings to the table? And when I look at it from a stylistic standpoint, now I'm saying, I say, you know what? I could potentially see that I can see Devin Haney beating Regis Prograis because he's going to control the distance in the range. He's very fast, has very good footwork, and he has some of the best timing in boxing. So I say as long as Devin Haney can control the distance in the pace of the fight, he has very, very good feints. I can see him winning a 12-round decision. Now I'm seeing that now. I do know that the Regis Prograis, you know, he has kind of like a irky-jerky style when it comes to defense. He has pretty good timing, but he's a power puncher. But I say if Devin Haney can take that power away, and I'm pretty sure he can with his footwork, ring IQ, stuff like that, and he has the reach, I say I could see this fight being pretty much, one-sided boxing event. So that's how I'm kind of leaning right now. I think in order for Regis to win this fight, he's going to have to knock Devin Haney out, stop him. I don't see him beating Devin Haney in a boxing match. What say you about that?
You know what? Man, that's your assessment on Regis is spot on in terms of what we've seen in him. You know, and when you start talking about Devin, right? You can imagine what can happen, but he actually got to go through the fire and do it. And that's what I said about Timothy Bradley. You know, they always talk about going through the fire, right? You know, you got to go in there as a young fighter with Linares. And you got to go in there with Linares. And Linares got that motherfucking right hand. And then, boom, that motherfucker hit the ship. Ooh, Stafala, right? I'm like, oh, my God, right? Right now, you know, of course, Tank Davis, he has that boom, right? But you talk about Regis Prograis. He got that too. You see what I'm saying? So when you see Devin and you see him get in there with all these different styles, and then of course we know that Lomachenko got it. You know what I mean? He has to go do it, and that's what's so exciting about it for me is watching him as a fighter grow and adapt.
What made Devin decide to pick Regis Prograis out of all of the fighters at 140?
Because nobody picked Regis, because nobody would pick him, and he's a black fighter, and he got a belt, and everyone was saying that 2 black fighters don't sell, and they have to be old black fighters, and we want to kill that narrative.
How about the tickets? How are the ticket sales going thus far? As related
Killed them. You can't get it. You listen. If you didn't buy a good seat, you can't get one now. You know, the good seats are sold out. If you're gonna buy it, you better buy it now. If you want to be in the building, you better buy it now. But you're gonna be up top.
You're
gonna be at the roof.
If Devin Haney, if Devin Haney is successful in this fight with Regis Prograis, have you guys thought about who would be next, or you just haven't looked that far yet?
You know what? Like I said, when you talk about Regis, and you talk about it being less than 30 days away, December the 9th at the Chase Center, home of the Golden State Warriors, right? You talk about having the town on your back, San Francisco, the bridge. And in order to do that, right, you can't bring somebody that can't do it, that can't end the night with one punch, that can't, you know what I mean, that can't ruin and spoil the party, because that's just not the Oakland. You ain't mobbing if you done that. You see what I'm saying? So we knew that we couldn't just bring anybody, you see, for a homecoming and not represent the way that we did. So to pick Regis, man, listen, we got 30 days, and I'm gonna come back on the show as soon as for this business, inshallah, and you know we got something big up.
How was it? Before you go, I got to ask you this. How was it? I know last time we spoke, I don't want to bring it up, but how was your family doing? Your family member? Man,
alhamdulillah, man. Every day, you know, we fighting. Mom is fighting. You know what I mean?
I don't want to say who it was.
But just keep us in your prayers. You know what I'm saying, man? That's just everyday dad, man. You know what I'm saying? And my son, you know, he's amazing in the boxing ring, but he's an everyday young man that's a family man, and you know he put us on his back. You know, and he has always an opportunity to do, you know, F-boy shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck boy shit. Stop a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, go do some crazy shit. And he does it, man. And that's why I get out. And for the brother that, you know, they said, oh yeah, because see, the guy that went to jail for hella long, and me, it was like, oh, if we did everything right, oh my God, if we just not did this and not did this. Okay, well, what about the guys that do all the right shit? So we don't celebrate them, huh? Or y'all gonna now start talking about square and they this and that?
No, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the nigga culture, that nigga shit. Yeah.
All that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then, because he got a daddy that can, you see what I'm saying, show up and go nigga, but they don't want that. Of course, and I don't want it either. You see what I'm saying?
No,
but at the same time,
I get what you're saying. They're not respecting the positive aspect of, hey man, this man got a father in his life. He went against all odds. You know, have both parents in his life. The father is there and stuff like that. That should be something that should be celebrated. But instead, you know, they want to celebrate the dysfunction. You have been consistent with saying that.
Yeah, man, come on, man. And listen. And the easiest thing in the world is to go get a diesel truck full of weed, cocaine, or any motherfucking thing, man, in my community. You know what I'm saying? The hardest thing is to do what we doing, man. Doing the right thing. You know? That's the hard thing, because everything else is celebrated. You know what I'm saying? And if you do, any kid, and that's what I'm saying, they're trying to drive those narratives. But if I let that narrative happen, one of the kids is going to end up like me. You see what I mean? Because I didn't have me that had went through the streets to tell me that all the street niggas, you know, had fucked up.
Yeah, we had to learn the hard way, Bill. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
me and you in the same generation, so yeah, we had to learn the hard way. Learn the hard way, yeah.
By my son being sharp and having a big homie that then been to the streets and been to jail, that then been shot, that then been all the shit.
Yeah.
So he's saying, man, I'm gonna live. Okay, so give me the game. All right, so stay away from this, stay away from that. I'm gonna be straight. Well, yeah, boom. Now it's so many OGs, but see, with my dad, I thought that my dad, because he went to work and he was an honest man, that he wasn't telling me the truth when he was telling me about these rotten niggas. You see what I'm saying? I just, because they had too much flash and too much pop, too much shit, that they got me caught up in the shit, and I had to go 365 degrees all the way to get back to now working for my son as a job that I love to death, because all I wanted ever to have was a legitimate income, and to have a legitimate income working for my son. Nigga, I will pull up on anybody, anywhere, at any time. You dig?
I understand that. I mean, yeah. I can't get mad at you for that. Hey, but Bill, I got to get ready to go, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Don't listen, man. I would love for you to come back on the show prior to the fight, so we could talk about the fight, promote the fight, break it down from a stylistic standpoint. How does Devin feel at 140? How just.
Let me tell you one other question. Let me just tell you one. Let me drop one other jewel with you, man. What's the best weight you ever been in life?
What the best weight?
The best weight you ever been in life. What's your best weight?
150. 150.
150.
Yeah.
150. How much you weigh right now?
I weigh 170 right now.
170.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 150. Could you get to 145 for 25 million?
Hell yeah. Shit.
Okay.
Hey. I can get to 145 for 100,000.
True. Hey, listen. Well, I had to keep it true because Devin keeps it true. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if he got to take off a couple pounds, you know what I'm saying, for a whole bunch of money, you know what I mean? Don't rule him out. You know what I'm saying? Because he really about this shit. All right? King, all right. Blessings to you, man, and your family. All right?
All right, thank you. Shout out to Bill Haney. Salute, fast.
All right, peace.
Yeah, shit, 25 million shit, nigga. Shout out to Tough Glove Boxing. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a damn dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, he said, I defend Devin constantly, but the truth is I feel Bill is saying it's okay for reporters to trash other fighters as long as it's not Devin. All right, we got one more call, guys. We got one more calls, man. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? Jerry from Baltimore.
Jerry from Baltimore. We're wrapping the show up. Talk to me.
All right, I'll make it quick. I desperately wanted to ask Bill a question, but I'll just pose it to you. First, I want to just say I don't blame Bill and Devin for talking shit back. Hey, man, that's human nature. You know, they can say, I think if they had it their way, they probably wouldn't do it. That's the nature I get from Devin. But, man, if people going to talk shit like he said, if you're going to talk about my mama or my daddy, I'm going to talk about your mama. You can't blame him for that. We just seen Regis in that press conference. A lot of people said if his manager didn't talk any shit, then it would have been real boring, and it would have been. So I don't blame Devin for that. But the question I wanted to ask him was this. I done heard Devin say a lot of times, man, he goes out of his way to say that he doesn't fight for money, that he fights for legacy. However, when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, it's about the money. It's about the split. You see, it's about the percentage. And it's clearly about that. And I'm just curious. I wanted to see if Bill would elaborate on that specifically, If it ain't about the money, then why was it about the money with Shakur? And that's all I got, Coach.
All right, shout out to Jared from B-More. Salute, fam. Guys, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, as I always am. I had no idea that Bill Haney was gonna call the show. I had no idea that Bill was calling. Hold on, guys. Shout out to Mike from West Texas. For dropping that half for bam dub on your boy. Cash out.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Mike say thank you, coach, for the call. This is Mike from West Texas. Yeah, I had no idea that Bill was gonna call the show, but I was watching the chat, right? Because I was trying to reply to everybody in the chat. I did see somebody say in the chat, they say, man, Bill Haney. They say Bill gonna pull up, and and lo and behold, Bill is like the candy man. If you say anything, and again, I didn't say anything disparaging, but I called a spade, how I saw things, and that's it. We may disagree on certain things, but I didn't really get a chance to talk because you guys know when Bill Haney, when Dollar Bill come on the show, he gonna talk. You know, he gonna filibuster. I do call Bill the great. I call him the great politician, but I do respect the fact that he's and I said this on the show prior to him calling. I said, man, I respect him as a father, a very positive influence in his boy's life. That's commendable to me. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have that growing up myself. But I respect it. I respect the hell out of that, man. And I don't respect the nigga shit and the shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. My thing is, man, if it's gonna be kumbaya, we gonna come together. Let's do that. But let's not pretend that's what it is when it's not. Now, if there's whatever going on that he know about that I don't know about, so be it. He said some videos out there. I haven't seen the videos. Because I don't watch Ellie's channel like that. So every time he drop a video, I don't look at every video. So whatever's being said, I don't know. If somebody don't send it to me, to be honest, there's a lot of stuff I see because people send it to me in my DMs on Instagram. Somebody may send me something on Instagram and I may see it. Because dude, I was writing a movie. Now I'm formatting the movie. I'm cleaning it up. I'm in a training class right now. You guys, I told you guys I'm a copywriter. So I don't do boxing YouTube full time. So I really don't have time to look at everybody and everything. If you don't send it to me, sometimes I won't get it. And sometimes I will look at it when I have time. So whatever the fuck going on, I don't know. I don't like Ellie. You guys know that. But I stand by what I said. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Shout out to Mr. Caldero for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Mr. Calderon say Bill missed his calling in life. He should have became a lawyer. Some old dollar Bill, huh? He should have became a lawyer, huh? Man, it is what it is, boy. I'm talking about Bill. And another thing too, guys. Like when I have people on, guests on or whatever, I don't get guests on the show and just disrespect them and attack them. I don't do that. Whether I agree with them or not, or whether I like them or not. And I like Bill, you know what I mean, to be fair. But I don't attack people. I'm not like this ain't a free smoke panel. I'm not the type of guy that when people get on there, it's gonna be the shit show. Nah, nigga, you said this and fuck that. You's a bitch ass nigga. Like, I ain't gonna do that. Because, and I told Bill this before, I say, dude, why do you subject yourself to bottom feeders who disrespect you online? Nigga, you a millionaire. You a millionaire. Like, I don't take no shit from none of these niggas, and I don't have nowhere near the financial and economic status that Bill Haney has. But like, why do you indulge in it and then you participate in it? I've always and I told him that, and I said it when he was on the phone call. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, my nigga, like, why maybe I'm on the outside looking at him. I'm like, dog, because I have too much respect for him like that. Like, dude, why you subject yourself to that? Like, these niggas some real fuckboys. You get what I'm saying? Like, this, you got a nigga disrespecting you. These niggas live with their mamas. They live with their mamas trying to get their shit together in their 30s. But hey, it is what it is. I'm done with that. Whatever man want to do, so be it. But let's give a shout out to everybody who called the show. Wow. Okay, here we go. Right here. Sorry about that. Shout out to Mason from Flint. Shout out to James Lee from B-More. Shout out to M1 from the BX. Shout out to JD from Detroit. Shout out to Dr. P from the DMB. Shout out to Mike from West Texas 2 times. Shout out to Rob Boy Fresh from DC. Shout out to Yarmers from Brooklyn. Shout out to Coach Eddie from the ATL 2 times. Shout out to D-Block from Dallas. Anybody that was here yesterday, I told you guys we're going to have about 500 people here today. I said about 500, maybe 600 people here today. I told you guys this yesterday. I gave you yesterday's headlines today. If you was here yesterday, you remember what I'm talking about. Go back and look at it. Whoever was here yesterday, you guys know I said that. It's documented. Shout out to Yarmus from Brooklyn. Shout out to Coach Eddie from the ATL. Shout out to D-Block from Dallas. Shout out to Martin from Oaktown. Shout out to Rod from LA. Shout out to Sheila Jackson from Killer Cali. Shout out to Bill Haney from Vegas. Well, Oaktown. Shout out to Derek from Florida. Shout out to Curtis from Long Beach. And shout out to Jared from B-More. Salute to all of the Tenderonis, man. Abigail, some in November, Lisa Bales, Passion for Beauty, Elena, Bless 365, Jackie Hernandez, Sheila, La Jessica, Nick Rich, Food Revolution, Green Eyes P, The Duchess of Wisdom, Letitia, Kiki, Ebony 76, Mimi 24, Miss Connie, Fee on the Tube, Berenice Mendez, Letha, Amina, Tila. Shout out to Bree CS. Shout out to Felicia Williams. Shout out to Mo Easy, and salute to the goddess. Shout out to F Society, man. Swat Jones, L Harvey in the building. Dr. Paul Evans. Shout out to the Nick and Nita show. Summer in November. Salute to you, sis. Shout out to Tay. He said, Coach Malachi, where are you located? I'm located in Tampa, Florida, fam. Shout out to LaRon. Shout out to Charles Johnson. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Swat Jones. Dr. Paul. My sister Mimi 24, Schoolo X-Man, Marta King Boxing. Before we go, you know we got to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I got to be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? But a name. Do you have a name? Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. Them names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
And shout out to the haters. Anybody who didn't hit the like button, was watching it, didn't want to hit the like button, was hate watching. Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Once again, it's on as our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, signing out. And another thing, too, guys, we got to call it the way we see it. If you are the number 1 contender and you looking for a fight and you feel that Devin Haney is ducking you, call him out.
Now, I am the number 1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro-hand.
You know, if you guys want to see Devin Haney and Tank Davis fight each other later on down the line or soon, let's go ahead and do our celebration dance.
Yeah. Oh, that look good.
Also, guys, anybody, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, Raymond Muratala, what's my man there? Regis Prograde. Y'all say y'all warriors. Anybody want the smoke? We got some tough competition over here at Nick Sack Promotions. Anybody want the smoke? Really want to test themselves and see who really the best is? I got somebody for you. Oh, pussy ass nigga, what's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, finna knock one of you what kind of niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at that nigga, finna knock your ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want all the smoke, nigga. I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook, nigga. Check left hook, nigga. I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devin Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got your backing up, nigga. I got your backing up. Nigga, watch that check left foot, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy. You know, if you somebody who like to threaten people online or whatever the case may be, and you got some issues, but you ain't got no hands, you can't throw no hands, and you want somebody to straighten that, y'all come over here to 1-800-WHAT's happening, and we can take care of that for you.
What it do though? You ever wanted to whoop somebody's ass but you can't because you ain't got no hands? Well, fuck with me though. All you gotta do is dial 1-800-WHAT's happening, and I come beat their ass for you. I do chokeouts, knockouts, slapouts. What's happening, homie?
How you get in my backyard?
You got beef with a nigga named Paul?
Fuck that nigga.
body slams, wedgies. Nigga, I do disguises.
What a one, brethren.
You been sleeping with Nigel's wife, huh?
No.
You're lying. No. Ladies, if your nigga ain't acting right, ain't paying child support, I'll come slap his ass out for you. What's that, nigga?
Whoa.
You don't take care of your motherfucking kids?
Well, I just paid my ex-wife like
Is that right?
$700.
Cool?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is bang my line. 1-800, what's happening?
Listen, 1-800, what's happening, man? 1-800, what's happening? Y'all know what time it is.
Yep, that's right. I'm running things. Cream corn. That's why they call me that. Smooth. I got more measure for your pleasure. Stick with me, baby. I'll have you farting through silk. And let a nigga mess with me. I'll jump on him. All 93 pounds of pure dynamite.
You know we do this for the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
And shout out to my dog, Booger Ray Leonard, man.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
And since we had Bill Haney on the show, surprisingly, I had no idea Bill was coming on. Be completely honest with you guys. It's only right that we go out with the Devin Haney dance from the town. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll probably be dropping some more videos. I just haven't, guys, because I've been real busy. I told you guys, YouTube boxing is not my primary source of income. It's a hobby for me. Make a couple dollars, but nothing to move the needle. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have some guests on. I have some surprises. There's some fights coming up. Ryan Garcia fight coming up. Kid Austin is fighting on the undercard. Probably going to have Kid Austin on the show, and I'm going to have some other people on the show as well. Hopefully, I'm still waiting on them to get back with me, but I think they're going to be on the show. You know my motto: don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. Y'all know what time of TI is.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.